Greetings, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are joining us from. Welcome to this event. It's a feedback cascading event from those who went to Cairo for the Africa ELTA TESO leadership training this year. It was on May, so they've come back and they are cascading the knowledge they got from there. So we'll have a series of 4 sessions today that will take 4 hours. We'll have 4 different topics to be presented, 1 hour for each. The presenters will present for 50 minutes, and then we'll have 10 minutes for the questions and answers session. So you're welcome to use the chat box if you have comments, if you have questions. We'll be reading the chat box. So we'll be here reading the chat box, and please do not unmute yourself unless you're told to do so. Please help us with that. So our first presenter today is Kezia Kiwia. I hope you're here. Yeah, I can see you. So I will introduce Kezia. Kezia Kiwia is a devoted TELTA General Secretary, and she is also an experienced skillful teacher trainer. She excels in organizing impactful events and fostering language skills in young learners. Her passion for education and professional development significantly benefits our local education community and the broader field of English language teaching. So as you have heard, she's a leader in TELTA headquarters. She's our General Secretary. And today she will be presenting about leading across borders, strategies for effective English language teachers leadership. Kezia Kiwia, you're welcome. You can share your slides and the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Irene. Thank you for welcoming me in, and I want to share my slide now. Okay. Please kindly reply if you see my slide, just by giving up the thumbs up.
We can see them now.
Thank you.
Just slideshow.
Okay. Let's wait. It is taking longer than I'm expecting, but all is well.
Just stopped.
Let me do it again.
Okay, for those who are joining, thank you for joining from wherever you're joining us from. Kindly use the chat box to introduce yourself and where you're from. You can also use it for comments, questions, ideas, strategies, because we are discussing together. So please use the chat box.
So, technology is not our side. Okay. Sorry that I'm using another PC for presentation, because the one I prefer to use is not working.
It's
But
okay.
Let me change the PC for the better view.
Those who are joining, kindly mute yourselves.
So am I allowed to stop the video?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Let me start now. So my name is Kezia Kiria, as Irene introduced me. Thank you very much for joining. And my presentation is talking about leading across borders, strategies for effective EFL leadership in our associations. But before starting the presentation, I want all of you to listen to this video where we can have some small discussion after this. So the video is not mine. I've just find it from, is it audible?
No. Did you share with audio?
Yes, okay, let me do it again. Okay. I hope it is audible.
Not yet.
Your leaders to be really good at leading.
May I know if it is audible?
It was for some time. Maybe you start from beginning.
Okay. Now, let's start it again. So my video, as I said before, is not mine. I just got it from social media. So I wish you to listen very careful, and then we'll have some question, 1 or 2 questions to discuss. So here we go.
People don't leave bad jobs, they leave bad bosses. Most of the time, people leave their jobs because of bad leadership. They're not being managed properly, they're not being trained, they're not being listened to. If you want to retain your top talent, then you have to train your leaders to be really good at leading their teams.
Thank you. So from the video, what is the important message that you get? What important message did you get from this video? You can write your answer in the chat box, and my beautiful moderator will help me to read the answers.
Okay, we have answers coming in.
Thank you.
So Marcella is saying importance of acquiring leadership skills. We have Andre who is saying leaders need to be good at leading their team. We have Okoth who is saying people leave the bad boss, not bad job. Felician is saying it is because of bad leadership. And then Agustina is saying team leading. And we have Riziki saying the speaker in the video talks about, okay, it's cut. Leah is saying leading skills are important to make teamwork. Hi, Kyle. People like to lead. Oh, people like to lead, but they lack good leadership. Meshach is saying people enjoy much working under good leaders. Eliuruma is saying it's about qualities of leaders. Rosemary, it's about bad leadership. Nuru is saying people quit because of bad leadership and not the job per se. Lugano is saying the leader should be trained to be good leader. And Imani is saying bad leadership. Those are the answers so far.
Wow, that's beautiful. I love the flowing, the popping of the answers. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for your answers. That means we have to reflect ourselves that it is not the job that people do not like, but it is sometimes it is our leadership skill that make lead people to quit the job. So it's upon us to make sure that we lead in a manner that our followers, our are those who believe in us. They will work together with us to make sure that things are moving according to the vision and mission, for example, of our teaching associations or any leadership or any kind of leading that we are doing. So today, I'm going to talk about the interconnection of leadership to from where we are to expand globally. That means you are not supposed to be a leader in your localities, but you think ahead that one day I'll be a leader in other way around, outside my country, outside my working, outside anywhere. Therefore, this presentation explores the strategies for effective EFL Teachers Association leadership across borders, whereby I'm going to focus on the unique characteristics of leadership and effective leadership skills that will arise the diverse of cultural context. In the context here is a Teachers Association. But before that, there is this kind of, we have 4 temperaments of leadership. Have you ever heard about that? If yes, just type yes, and if no, just type no in the chat box. Thank you. I can see no.
Yeah, we have many no's and a
Yes.
single yes.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So do not worry. Today we are going first to talk about 4 temperaments in leadership, whereby you will understand a lot of it, and then you'll get to be a leader, a good leader in near future. So in understanding an individuals, you need to make up a team. So the Essence Original came up with the concept of 4 temperaments, whereby a leader or one should understand the unique characteristics of one individual through this temperament. So therefore, every human being has their own unique characteristics of in leadership, and one of which are these 4 temperaments. And today we are going to talk about all the temperament, and then we will know the effective way of leading these people who has maybe all these characteristics or one of which, and how should a leader accommodate all these characteristics so that you can lead smoothly without any disturbance, not that much. For example, number 1 is choleric. Choleric, the characteristics of which is the person is so energetic, is so passionate and ambitious. They are naturally leaders with strong drive and determination. These are the ones that when you tell about your vision or your mission or the thing that your dream, they can help you to achieve that goal. They are goal oriented. They are very confident. They are very self-reliant. They are very excellent in crisis management. When crisis coming to the associations, these are the one who will help you to those crises. And their leadership style, they are very authoritative, and they normally like to direct. And their focuses on result and efficiency. They don't care whether you have some obstacles or whatever that you have come across achieving those mission. All they want is the results. And the potential challenges about these choleric, they are so impatient when it comes to achieving the goal. these are the one when you are not achieving that goal, and you are on a track, they can even put you down and choose another person to continue with that way. So choleric, they are very shout when you are in a workplace or in any teaching association. And sometimes they overlook, they have a lot of details when they want to when they are assuming responsibility. They give a lot of detail as if one does not understand what they are supposed to do. So these they are called choleric. Then we have sanguines. These are so optimistic and enthusiastic, and they are social mobility. They are very flexible. They are so charismatic, and they are people oriented. They normally want to listen what people are saying. Then they add on top of it from what they understand, and then they move forward. The sanguine strength is that they are very excellent in communication, and they are very in teamwork too. They are also spontaneous and creative. They see
Na unahitaji muda kufikiri.
They normally see a lot of details in a big pot. So I think that you should, for example, they can say that I think if you use this strategy and add upon this one and this one, it will move it faster. They are the one who can give a lot of advices to their leaders, and they are so motivational and inspiring. They can inspire everyone in that community. When you have sanguines, things are not going wrong because they love to motivate people and inspire people. And in their leadership style, these are they like collaboration. They like teamwork. They are normally focusing on teamwork and emphasis on positive reinforcement. They are those who encourage people to do it better. You can do it. You are going there, so please do it more, do it harder. These are sanguines, and they are the potential challenge that they have is they struggle to be known that they are doing something, and sometimes they are too disciplined. They like to follow rules, and they are very easy to be distracted with the talkative people because they love feedback. These are sanguines. Then we have phlegmatic one. These are the one who love diplomacy, they are very patient, they are very calm. They want to go back to the rules and regulation. If you talk about things to be done, then they come back to tell you what are the rules and regulation. What is maybe the Constitution says. They normally refer. But also they are very supportive to the leader. They are very steady. If they understand what the Constitution says, and they are in a very diplomacy way, they are good to go. The strength about these people is that they are excellent meditators. They are peacemakers. When the quarrels comes to the association, these are the one who love pieces. So they calm people down to solve things. And they are very consistent. They are so reliable, and they are good listeners. They know how to balance stories from story A and story B. That they are good in advising to the leaders. So these also are very important in our associations and in leadership. And their leadership style is democratic and inclusive. They normally focus on harmony and stability. The challenge about these phlegmatic is that they are, when the resistance comes, they may resist. Sometimes they may resist. They avoid confrontation, but sometimes they resist. But also it could be they are very passive in the leadership. So these also are very important in leadership. And the last one is melancholy. Melancholy, these are they are characterized by detail. They want details, and they are very thoughtfulness. They want analysis, mathematics and graph and the pie chart, so that when you combine all these together, they want big picture. So if you want to move forward with these people, you have to have a lot of details for them to understand. They are very focused in quality. They don't like things to go bad. The strength about this, they are very systematic. They are very organized. They are good planners. If you want them you involve them in planning, they are very good. They are very good in problem solving, and they are very committed. Their leadership style is they want analytical way and methodology. They want methods. Which way did you pass? Can you analyze this? This is what they like the most. And they normally emphasize on structures and processes. So if you have that person, understand that melancholy. And the potential of this kind of people, they are very critical. You can't overtake them in a very easy way, but they struggle with the flexibility. They don't want flexibility. They are very rigid. Sometimes they can quit the job and leave you there. They are very quick in decision making. So why am I telling you all these temperaments today? I want you to understand that this temperament can help a leader first to recognize their own strengths and potential that bond them in leadership and the followers. But also I want you to adapt the way of communicating and managing people of these kind of characteristics. But also I want you to know how well you can build the team in comparison with traits and behaviors. As a leader, you need to know this so that you can adjust according to the people that you are leading, but also to improve conflicts in your teachers association, and also to have to motivate your leaders to engage them in different activities, because you know their characteristics, you know their strengths, you know their weaknesses. But all in all, what I can say today is that you have to remember that you can't find all this temperament in one person. So as a leader, try to accommodate all these temperament based on the vision and the mission of your association, or of the thing that you want to overcome when you plan or when you do things in the association. I hope we get to know this, and now you are reflecting: am I melancholy? Am I sanguine? Am I whatever? Or am I fitting to all these 4 temperaments? Can you please share with me? Do you reflect yourself in your association? Do you see this? In a minute, please.
So for those who are in TELTA chapters, in your chapter leading committees, do you have these? And for those who are joining us from other countries, do you have these in your associations? Do you have these kinds of leaders? Let us know in the chat box. Well, I don't think I fit anywhere. We have Jasmine who is saying yes, definitely. And then Margot from Kenya is saying, yes, I see a lot of this.
Thank you.
Mwanaidi is saying, is it possible to have them all in small bits? I think so, because I don't fit anywhere. Nelly is saying yes. Elizabeth is saying we have this kind of leadership in Kigoma. Hadija is saying yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So as a leader, you need to accommodate this for effective leadership. That is why my presentation today wanted you to know the effective, how you can lead effectively to achieve what you want. Now let's go to effective ELT leadership. How can you have these? How can you achieve all these while you have those kind of characteristics in your association? So as a leader, you need to have effective leadership, and effective leadership requests or needed to have awareness in cultural touches or announces. Leader must navigate different communication styles. Leader must understand the values of people, the academic practices, the academic background of people, the academic, the ability to do something. So when you understand cultural diversity of the people that you will accommodate their values, you will accommodate, you will know or you'll understand how to communicate. Your communication style will differ from one person to another. They are the one you'll communicate in an authoritative manner, but they are the one you'll direct them. They are the one you'll try to call them and talk to them in a manner that they will understand you closely, because there are some people who need a lot of analysis, as the temperament said, but they're the one who, when you talk about the vision, they totally understand and pick and go. But they're the one, they hear you, but they don't understand, and they are very quick in decision making. So please make sure you understand all these, the touches, the tone on how you communicate, on how you present your ideas to them. Then the background, the education background, do not speak as if all of them are PhD holders. Make sure you understand their levels and then give them as much information as they can, so that when you understand them and you accommodate all of this, they feel they're in that association. They feel that you understand them and you recognize their abilities, you recognize their diversity, because we have a lot of diversity here. Then they will understand that you included them in different environments. Because, for example, in Tanzania, we have more than 25 regions. We call it chapter. And every chapter has their own culture, has their own background, has their own drawbacks when leading their people. So you can't tell them, we only give them our vision, but we mentor them according to their chapters. And this makes the association become stronger. But also, we need to build the collaborative network. How can you create the collaborative network to them by crossing those borders? For example, you need to, as a teacher association, do not stay in four corners of your country, or just communicate with people of your country. You need to talk with other people in different countries to understand how they lead, what are their touches, what are the good things that they do, so that their association grows. For example, we have good relationship with Kenyans, with Ugandans, with all association across Africa and the association outside Africa. Why? We cross borders to to enhance resource sharing first, but also professional development. Today, we are doing this, but a lot of people who are not Tanzanians are here. We communicate, we create connection with them, but also they gain professional development through us, and they gain some resources through us, and likewise, we will gain it from them too. But this also makes us to collaborate, and the networks become spread wider and stronger. But also, a leader should influence technology connect to educators. Why? By sharing practices and promote this cross-culture partnership. And why so? Because it will enrich leadership experiences. You will have a lot of experience from others. You will discuss a lot of things whereby you'll understand that, to me, this is no longer an obstacle, because there are some people outside my country having the same problem, but they overcome through one or two, three ways, and I will adapt to those ways so that I can be a good leader. Through that, you become a global teacher, a global leader, and you'll be selected anywhere. For example, we have leaders who are leading Africa ELTA. We have leaders who are leading in TESO International. Why? Because they create those collaborative networks. They accommodate the cross culture and the partnership. And today they spread their wings in different countries across the globe, and they are shining there. So as a leader, you need to understand this, nurture your people in your association, in your chapters, so that they can be good leader and spread all those good news to other people outside the country. Also, as a good leader, you need to empower local leaders. Local leaders are very essential, because one day you will no longer be a leader. Who are you going to leave them behind? Nurture them so that they can acquire more skills like you, or they can be good leader like you, or more than you. Train them, empower those local leaders by training them, by supporting them, welcoming them to global leadership summits or global webinars, so that they can know what other people are doing there, so that they can adapt and use it in their localities. So why so? Because we want to help them to cultivate local expertise, and to ensure that educational practices are relevant and effective for specific and for the cultural context. This will help you. For example, you can see why I'm using this picture. For example, in Ruvuma chapter, one decided to teach them according the blending of technology, and how they can use it in their syllabus, in their teaching. There are the people who don't know how to use different digital tools. But if you nurture them, but if you telling them you give them attention that there's something going on in this world. Do you know about this? Then they learn about it. You support them. You give them. You try to lift them. They will understand and use it, not only in their leadership, but also in their teaching. So as a teacher association leader, please make sure you train them, you support them, you coach them, so that they can be good leader more than you. And you leave the legacy that one day there was somebody who lead people, and these are the product of their leadership. So this is the call to you all. Make sure that you nurture people. They enjoy your leadership. They feel supported. They feel coached, and they grow to be better and good persons. But also, I just wanted to talk another important thing, that a leader should be very innovative. A good leader is the one that promotes innovative leadership by using different strategies that cater the diversity of leadership style, all those leadership styles that we know. This will include the integration of technology, fostering them critical thinking, encouraging them in centralizing and decentralizing leadership approaches that enhance engagement and leadership outcomes. When you centralize some authorities, you centralize, and some of which you decentralize it. This approach will enhance engagement and will help the leadership outcomes. Why? Because they will feel that they are in a part of your leadership because you give them some task to do. And some of which you direct it to them. So the outcome of the two or more than leadership style that you do in your leadership will help you to overcome or to have outcome that goes along with your vision and mission. So be very innovative. Do not use only one leadership style. Do not see that you are the one who know better. Learn from others. Use as much as you can in technological tools that help you in leadership. Foster critical thinking to your leaders in the association. By doing so, you get the good outcome that enhance growth, enhance maturity, enhance blooming in your association. And this cut across not only teacher association, this cut across in your churches, in your mosques, in your communities. So use it in your schools as head of school, as academic master, as whoever you are in your teaching, and it will help you achieve what you want to achieve. Now, I want you to engage with me with this one activity. Can you read it thoroughly and then share what you know in the chat box? My question is, how can one understand these 4 temperaments improve leaders' ability to build and manage diversity team? How can you understand this and the temperament now? Do you remember about the temperament? How can we use it to build and manage the diverse in the team? So the team can be teacher association, can be as a school leader, as the head of school. So how can we use all these temperaments in our management? Write it in a chat box.
So as we are waiting for the answers, Kezia,
Yes.
we have a lot of great messages in the chat box. If you can read them.
Please read it for me. Thank you.
Generally, people are enjoying your session. So they are saying it's an amazing presentation. So there are a lot of those.
I appreciate. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So Maona is saying, they are useful. They help us to struggle well. The truth is we are all struggling with something, and some days are harder than others. It's okay to cry. It's okay to struggle, but struggle well. Seek accountability. Don't stay stuck in the struggle. Choose to believe you are strong enough to move forward. Thank you for that message. How are you saying it helped to avoid misunderstanding? Mwanaidi is saying they are good for conflict resolution.
Mm-hmm.
It also helped to relate well with others.
Wow.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Nelly is saying, by knowing the kind of leader you have, it will be easy to cope with.
Beautiful.
And then you have Lilith, little Lit. Leticia is saying it enables the leader to cater for the needs of all members.
Wow.
There is also doing research from her son and team building from Mwanaidi.
Thank you.
And then Okot is saying if the leader understands them, they can appreciate the diversity and differences and inform their leadership skills. Lugano is saying they help to simplify leading all kind of people. Dekas Hulilo is saying they create room for learning and tolerating one another. Irene Chahe is saying they enable creativity. Purity is saying, oh, messages keep popping.
Wow. I love it.
Ah,
I love it. Thank you so much. So, sorry for disturbing you again. So this is the second question. In what ways might a leader dominant temperament influence their decision-making process? I love how the messages are popping.
yeah, you can't even finish reading one and then the other is in.
Okay. So while they're reading the second question, thank you so much, guys, for listening and for the compliment that you are sending through chat box. I totally appreciate it, and we are in this together. Yeah.
So I'll keep reading.
Okay.
I don't know even ended.
Mm.
Oh. So someone will say, this is Marcella. I'm reading the activity and trying to roll it to student leaders. It will enable the student leaders to understand that even among the ones they lead, there could be those with the same temperament, hence better decision making. Mary is saying, on my side, I think we as leaders, it helps to lead our team and tolerate every member of the association due to their differences. Safina is saying they help leaders to identify potentials from their people and use them to develop the organization. Mahona is saying they are vital to us as we lead from inside out. As leaders, we need to have self-control as we must focus on personal leadership first. We need to know ourselves well to lead others well. Our leadership skills must take us as far as our behavior and character. The more you work on your heart and character, the more others will follow us. Be wise and guard your heart. Hassan is saying, by being an example. Okoth is saying they might expect all members to lead their way. Ilhuma is saying the way you prepare these presentations exhibit the best qualities of leadership. Purity is saying when leaders understand their temperaments and for their followers as well, it makes leaders better and collaborate with all.
Thank you.
Already is saying it helps us to be flexible. We are not perfect.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for the answers. I love it. And I hope that we will continue reading the answers while the presentation is still on. So conclusively, I can say that effective ELT leadership across borders require a commitment to cultural understanding, collaboration, and innovation. By embracing these strategies, leaders can inspire positive change and enhance educational outcome globally. By understanding those temperaments, adding with my conclusion, I hope all of us as leaders, we can understand the diversity, accommodate it, and make sure that things are moving smoothly in our organizations. Thank you so much. These are some of my references that I use, and thank you so much. Thank you, Irene.
Oh, thank you, Kezia. You can stop sharing.
Thank you.
So thank you, everyone. You can now put your questions in the chat box. So while you're doing that, thank you, Kezia, once again for such a great presentation and reminding us that we can use this knowledge in our schools, in our associations, as well as in our institutions. So there was a question that was popping up while you're presenting. People wanted to know if one person can have all these 4 characteristics of leaders, the temperament. So if you can start by answering that while we wait for questions.
Thank you so much. Not one person can have small characteristics of all those 4 temperaments. So as a person, you can understand that it is true that it is not inheritable first. It is something that we are accommodating according to the environment and the growth, the growth of, the environment. So through the environment, you can have every temperament. So what I can say, be attentive that you can't have everything but small part of every temperament.
Okay, thank you. Guys, we're waiting for questions while we continue to reflect on what kind of a leader are we. I don't fit anywhere.
You have some small parts. Everybody has some small parts of those temperaments.
So I don't see questions. Okay. Guys, we have a few minutes for questions. So someone is saying, can you just repeat the 4 temperaments? I think some joined late, so if you can pass her through for 2 minutes.
Okay, let me, should I share it again?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
So while you're sharing, there is a question from Deborah saying, which of the temperament is the best?
Which one is the best?
Mm-hmm.
All are the best.
True.
So these are the temperaments. Did you see?
Yes, we can see them.
Yeah, maybe he needs some.
If you can explain a bit.
Okay. So again, we have choleric. Choleric, I said, these are the strength about choleric is that they're very ambitious. They are very passionate. They are natural leaders. They are goal-oriented, but also they are so diverse. They know a lot of things, and they are very confident with what they know, and they are they are self-reliant, and they are very excellent in crisis management. Their leadership style is they are so authoritative and direct. If this is black, they say it is black. They don't say this is like dark blue, or it is just like, it want to be something like, it has some darkish on it. No, they say this is black, and it has some spots, but their focuses on results and efficiency. They are so, the potentiality about this character is that they are so impatient. If you don't reach what they want, they can fire you. So sometimes we see those people, and sometimes they can overlook some details when they want to see things moving, get things done. Then you have sanguines. These sanguines they are so optimistic. They are enthusiasm. They are willing. Their social mobility is high. They have those charisma of people-oriented kind of leadership. The strength about them is they are very excellent in communication and networking. They are so creative and spontaneous. When they spot things, if they say this is so beautiful, and when you look at it, you accept that it is very beautiful. They are so motivational and inspiring. They don't want to leave people aside. They are so inspiring in life. Their leadership style normally is so collaborative and team focused. They love team working. And they emphasize on positive environment, positive reinforcement. That is all they are doing. The challenge that they have in their leadership is they can easily be distracted to the people who are very talkative, and they struggle with discipline, because they love people, and if you are not disciplined, and they love to see things are moving, they struggle on that. Then you have phlegmatic one. This phlegmatic one, they are so calm, they are so patient, they love diplomacy. They love to sit down and talk and plan, and in a very peaceful way. The strength about this one, they are so mediators and peacemakers. They are so consistent and reliable, but they are good listeners, and they balance stories. They don't want rumors. If you go to them and tell them rumors, rest assured that you will be called in a table to talk to them one-on-one with the informer and the other person. Their leadership style is so democratic and inclusive. They focus on harmony and stability. They are so, they could be perceived as, they are so passive, and it is easy to confront, but they avoid confrontation. Then you have melancholy. The melancholy one, these characters, they are so thoughtfulness, attention to details and analysis. They want data, they want figures, graphs, they want pictures, detail, analysis. They want to research, which research did you get? From what source did you get this? That is what they want. Their strength is that they highly recognize, and they are so systematic. They are very excellent in planning and problem solvers. They are so committed to high standards. And also the leadership style, when you have this leader, make sure that when you go for reporting, it is very analytical, and what kind of a method that did you use to achieve what you achieved. They emphasize on structures and the process. They want things to be in a straight line. The potential about this kind of trait is that you can't overcome them. They are very critical. You have You have to make sure that you have those details so that they can understand you. But they struggle so much with the flexibility. They don't like those notion of being flexible, and they are quick in decision making. So these are the 4 temperaments that I shared to you today and their characteristics. Thank you.
Thank you, Kezia. We are going to take 2 questions, and then I beg you to enter the chat box and answer other questions. We have a lot of questions, but we don't have time. We only have 2 minutes. So there is a question from Evgenia Shayo saying, how can the primary school English language teachers be helped to embrace these temperaments in their instruction to support the solid foundation of learner in this level?
As I said, all these temperaments have different characteristics. As a primary school teacher, what you have to do is not be rigid again, that I learn about this temperament and I have to make sure that I understand. Be flexible, recognize your own strength and the potential that bind you together. That's what I can advise you. Adapt it. There are some good things in the directives, adapt it. Those which are not good, leave it aside. But understanding the management style of your leaders. If the management that you are is authoritative, accommodate it. But if they love team working, do it as a team. That's what you're supposed to learn. Thank you.
Another question is from Helda Libelela. How can we teach a teacher to nurture or acquire their leadership skills practically other than theoretically?
Oh, thank you. This is not easy, and it needs patience and by repetition. Telling them, showing them, leading by example. First, you as a leader, lead it by example. Then try to talk to them. I said earlier that you need to have collaboration. In collaboration, you have to know their values, you have to know their culture, you have to understand their educational practices and communication style. In that matter, if you understand all those, you'll be able to discuss and communicate with different personalities, and they will understand and change accordingly. But it is not by the blink of an eye. It is a long-term process. As a leader, we need to be patient too.
Thank you, Kezia. You can stop sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys, for being very active in the first session. We are moving to the second one. Farida, I hope you are here. And Kezia, please go to the chat box and keep answering the questions there. We have a lot of questions.
Thank you.
So we have 2 next presenters. Farida, if you are here, please start sharing your screen before we run out of time. Farida Umanaidi.
Okay, moderator, I'm trying to share.
So we have 2 presenters now. The first one is Mwanaidi Mwacha. So Mwanaidi is a secondary school teacher who has been teaching for over 8 years now. She started her teaching career after completing her bachelor's degree in education from the University of Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. She teaches English language and literature in English at Kichangachui Secondary School. She works with TELTA as Kigoma Regional chapter coordinator, where she helps other teachers and her students to develop different service learning projects, a course she learned in the United States in 2023, that's last year. The other presenter is Farida Mzeru. So Farida Mzeru is an educator and a change maker and a community leader. She's passionate about volunteerism, saving the most vulnerable groups in the community, girl education, and women empowerment. Farida aspires to bring transformative education and sustainable social impacts in communities. So today they are going to present on volunteering within Teacher Association, the missing piece in the puzzle. Farida, if you can make it, put slideshow, kindly. So those of us like me who are using phones will be able to see. You can try it one more time. Guys, let's be patient. Farida, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
Once again, thank you so much for those who are still joining. We are so many now. I can see new faces. Thank you so much for joining us, and please stay with us. Try sharing again.
Okay. Please bear with me.
It's okay.
Yes, Irene? Can you see it now?
I can see it. If you can't
Okay.
put it in a slideshow, you can just continue like that. It's okay.
Okay, Irene, I'm back.
Just continue.
Okay, thank you
Farida,
so
don't
much.
worry, continue.
Okay, greetings everyone. This is Mwanaidi Macha from Kigoma, Tanzania. As our moderator, Irene, introduced me very well. Thank you so much. So today, I and Farida, we are going to share with you a little bit of what we learned in Cairo, Egypt, on volunteering within Teacher Association, believing that each one of us here are somewhere in this teacher association, whether it is locally based or globally connected. So today we are going to dive in on the missing piece in the puzzle. Someone might ask, what does it mean? So have you ever wondering, like, you have been teaching all your life, maybe for 10 years, for 20 years or so, and you feel like something is missing. Like, did I miss up in choosing my career? Do I need something else? What should it be? So today's presentation, it's going to answer your question, like, you are in the right place at the right time. The only thing you are missing is volunteer in this teacher association, and you will grow yourself as a human being, as a teacher, and as anyone that you want to become. So you need to volunteer in these associations. So we are going to share a lot of success stories from volunteers, and you are going to see how we mean in this presentation. So before we proceed, I hope you have already introduced yourself in the chat. Farida, Are you there?
Yes, Mwanaidi. Yes, I'm
Can
here.
you please put it in slideshow if possible?
Okay.
Thank you. All right. So our first activity of today, after introducing, I see you're coming from all over Tanzania, Kenya. I see people from around Africa. Thank you so much for joining us. So we have an activity which will be centered on our presentation. Doing this small activity, and I will share later on a resource of how we created it. So you will get a hint or a foreshadow of what is coming in our presentation later on. Farida, can you showcase this puzzle, please? All right, so while Farida is doing her IT behind the scene, let me share with you the instructions of how we are going to do it. It's a very simple and creative task that you're gonna love it, and I'm sure your students will do too. Okay, Farida. If you're done, please let me know.
Yes, I'm done. Can you see the
All
puzzle?
right.
Yeah.
I can see it. Can we name this little something behind this puzzle? What's the name of this animal? Do you know it? Is it a rat?
Not really. It's a little mouse,
Okay.
maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure.
All right. Okay. So we have 5 questions here. Take a close look to this puzzle. You are going to see the vertical and the horizontal, these lines, small box, and we are going to fill it, and we are going to brainstorm for the answers of the following questions. I hope we can all see number 1 down there, number 1. So I have a question here, and please write in the chat box the answer. And Farida, please, you can choose someone to speak if you see the hand. The first question says, what is the opposite of the word challenge? What is the opposite of the word challenge? It might not be exactly the opposite, but critically think of how is the other way of looking challenge. I see a challenge in this side. How do you see challenge on your side? Positively. Farida, can you see a hand?
Yes, I can see
Participants,
some
please
answers
raise.
here.
Okay.
I can see some answers here. Esther Bossam said solution, but we have another one say opportunity. It is from Fortunata. Eliuruma says achievement, and Elizabeth Mange says opportunity. Hadija comfort. Joan success. Emata success. Hawa Magoti success. So we have a lot of answers popping here.
These are all answers, but for today. These are all answers, but for today, the winner is opportunity. So you can see the word opportunity can fit best in there. Fortunata, please, can you unmute yourself and tell us what opportunities have you had already after being a TELTA member? After engage yourself in teacher association. Fortunata, welcome.
Wow. Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Being a TELTA member and an English educator, I have got a lot of opportunities. First of all, it's like having different teaching methodologies and techniques, having the position or to involve my learners much in the learning process than it was before I was a member. I have also to share my ideas with others, networking, and look here, what we are doing is again an opportunity of
many opportunities.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I've also seen your name somewhere in the course, the previous course, training of trainers, where Miss Storyteller Ntui was your
my
mentor.
Yes, she's my real role model. Yeah.
You are indeed lucky to have her as your mentor. This is another opportunity coming from TELTA. Thank you so much. Are you ready for the... Yes?
Yeah, they are all my mentors.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, let's dive in question number 2. I think we are ready. It goes like, dash dash, it is how you feel when you successfully accomplish a task. Have you ever accomplished a certain difficult task? How did you felt after? Farida, chat box, please, hands. How do you feel when you successfully accomplish a task that you seems like it is impossible mission?
Okay, we have some few answers here.
Hello, Farida.
Yes.
I just want to tell people that we are filling in the puzzle. So you can see number 2 has got 3 blocks. Already the last one has Y. So, yeah.
Hey, that is our moderator of the year.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
a hint. Another hint there. So you can figure out which word it should be there. We have Nuru. She says joy. Deka says joy. Marta says joy. Hadija joy. Another one from Gina joy. Joy. And
Joy
this
everywhere.
one is terrific satisfaction for sure. Okay.
Thank you
Another
so
one,
much.
relieved. This is from Johannes. Excited
Yes.
from Mahona. Joy from Rosemary. Devota, comfortable and happy. Cosmas says feel joyfully. Hassan Nusura says joy. Yes, a lot of answers popping here.
Thank you so much, Farida. Can I hear from a male teacher? Can you choose for me to respond?
Mahona, will you please unmute yourself?
Does he agree it is joy?
Yes.
The researcher.
He did.
Okay, Mahona Pasco, our researcher, can you tell us your joys? Can you share with us the task that you saw it is very stressful? Which one was it? And can you share a little bit of scenario, 1 minute?
Okay, thank you so much for this opportunity. As introduced, I am Mahona. One of the opportunity or a task I solved and I was excited was a research paper which was to be published, but I spent about 8 months working on it. Rejected. It was rejected about 5 times, but it was so nice. I think if the president of Africa, ELTA, could be here, she has been also a member of this, a co-author. So it was really difficult, but we spent sleepless nights. At the end, we were able to succeed. When we received a congratulatory message from the publisher, we say, oh, wow, at least now we have another project. So we praise God. We thank TELTA because of pushing all of us to work hard, to never give up. So thank you.
Thank you, Mahona, as a researcher. If you want to know more about research, please save this contact. Mahona as a researcher. Thank you, everyone. Question number 3. Are we ready? Dash dash, it is less complicated when you do it in team. This one, if you want to do it in a less complicated way, you better do it in team. And I will give you a clue. It is a system. So can you guess the word for this, the answer? Farida, do you have a hand?
Yes, let me see. Okay, we have some. Oluwabuni says sure.
Okay.
Oluwabuni says collaboration again and teamwork. Another one, Tosi says team. Revocatus, collaboration. Mesha, collaboration. Okay, that's all for now. Let us see. Another one, collaboration from Fortunata. Okay, this one, Hadija is asking, what is the question, please? Can you please remind her?
Yes, please. I said this one is less complicated when you do it in teamwork. And I gave you a clue, it is a system.
Okay,
So
God
can you
Loves
see?
Chami says collaboration. Riziki says collaboration. Godfrey Christian says collaboration. Okoth, is it number 4 or 3? It is number 3, Okoth.
Number 3.
Number 3. Okay, Devota says every successful talk. Lugano says collaboration. And Nancy says democratic. Hadija again says that's collaboration.
And
Back
it
to you,
is
Mana.
leadership.
Yeah.
Leadership. Thank you everyone for the great input. These are all answers, but for today, since I'm the teacher, the answer is leadership, but we are all correct. So can someone please, God love, can you share your leadership experience or journey a little bit, please? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, everybody. Hopefully you hear me.
Yes.
Just in brief, my leadership journey, I just started as a young leader by learning from mentors around the local context. Then from there, I took their traits, like what are they doing? Then I imitated, volunteering was the key point, raising self-initiative, supporting others, and trying to learn. So I was just doing 2 things at once, trying to implement the I learned from others and trying to mentor others. So I started by being a leader at my school, then in the chapter. Now I'm a leader in Africa. Thank you.
Thank you so much, God love, for sharing your experience. I believe we all have a story behind our leadership journey. Myself, if I want to talk about leadership, my leadership journey, it will take the whole day because someone had to push me into leadership. I was always like there, no, I cannot do it. I can't, I'm not ready, I'm young. But someone saw the potential in me and gave me a push. This person is called Jamal Maringo. He's not here. All right, let's go to question number 4. Can we think of another word for service? Can we think of another word for service? Service. Farida, can you see a hand?
Check.
Question number 4. Another word for service. Any word which has similar meaning, somewhere close to service? Trials allowed. No wrong answers. Do we have a response?
We have some response here. Irene Maganga says volunteer. Umi
Yay!
says assistance.
It is
Another one from
volunteer.
Margot, it's volunteer. Stella, volunteer. Sophia, support.
Thank you.
Nancy, volunteer. Elizabeth, volunteer.
Thank you.
Yes, that's all
And
for
that
now.
is why we're here in our
Yeah.
presentation, volunteer. So can you choose someone to explain where did they volunteer and what did they get? And why
Okay.
did they volunteer? 1 minute.
Margot, can you please tell us a little bit about volunteering? Margot, are you there?
Hello, yes, I'm here. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All I can say about volunteering, I've done it in a long time, and I can say I've really gained positively in everything that I do. I've learned how to tolerate people, how to accept people with their weaknesses and their strength. And I can say, I think I'm more of a choleric person. So at times I'm the kind of person who will say, I have to do this. I really fear losing like plague. So if I'm supposed to win, I'll find myself doing everything that is supposed to be done by other people just to ensure something has gone on in the right way. Yeah, so
Wow.
it has really made me gain a lot, and it also helps me being busy. Like I've not been at work in a long time, and so doing these voluntary things help you to be busy and to continue doing your work, and you avoid even stressful moments. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much for that wise input. So our last question for now will be like, when people are less motivated, have you ever found yourself less motivated? Like you don't want to do anything. You just want to sleep. You just want to be indoors. What do you need when you feel that situation? I mean, what do you need? When people are less motivated, what do you think they need? This is the last question. Write in the chat box or unmute yourself and tell us. What do they need if they feel less motivated? Farida? Do we have a response?
Let me check.
When people are less motivated, what do they need? Panadol? What do they need? Slaps? You have a team, they are less motivated.
Some answers here. Tosi says appreciation. Another one is courage from Wesupat. Adija, inspiration. Johannes, advice. Caro, encouragement. Another one, encouragement from Godwin. Inspiration from Wimani. Esther says inspiration. Mahona, encouragement. Inspiration from Nelly. Connect with others from Sophia. Inspiration again from Meshach. Appreciate from Elizabeth. Inspiration from Dekas. Evgena says encouragement. Another one is music from Oluwabuni.
Woo! So we need music.
And this one is incentives from Godwin.
Thank you so much. These are all correct answers. But the answer here is inspiration. We all need inspiration when we feel less motivated to accomplish a certain task. As a leader, you have a great team, for example, of 6 to 7 people. You see them as less motivated. You give them a task, they don't want to do it. Somehow, you need to inspire them. So can we hear from someone? Khadija, are you there? Who inspired you to be where you are? I don't know where you are, but can you tell us where? Who inspired you and how? Khadija, are you there?
We have 2 Adijas. Which one?
Okay, anyone, it's okay.
We have
Any
Hadija
Khadija who is ready.
Suleiman and Hadija Hamad Ali.
Okay, anyone who's ready, please. Any Khadija.
Hadija.
Can we hear from Suleiman?
Hadija Suleiman? Khadija.
Okay, can we hear from Rosemary?
Okay, please.
Rosemary, please, can you unmute yourself?
Rosemary Vitali.
Who inspired you? Who was your inspiration to be in teacher association?
And do we have the hand on?
DJ said, sorry, I'm at the market.
Okay.
So they're very noisy. I can't
So
talk.
we have Sally. Somebody, Sally, who wants to speak. You have Sally and Helda. So you can choose one among the 2.
Okay, let's start with Sally.
Okay, hi everybody. My name is Salumi Otali from Nigeria. And someone actually inspired me. I've always been in a teacher association. Okay, I've always been in a teacher association. But once I attended a conference and a coursemate during my master's said, Sally, you should come out more often. You should let people see you. And then I thought about it. How can I do that? And I thought about volunteering in my TA, and that's how it started.
Wow. Thank you so much, Sally. I heard a voice from someone else. Can you please share a little bit?
We also
Who
have a
inspired-
hand from Hilda,
Okay.
if I'm pronouncing the name correctly. Hilda Libelela.
Hilda, please share with us
Yes.
who inspired you.
Yes, you are pronounced correctly, and good morning, everyone.
Good.
Who inspires me actually are the students themselves. One of the things very interesting that I'm learning today from this call is, as we have all the skills that are required of us, like leadership, and we have all these roles and responsibility. Actually, when I see that if the students are well trained, they can change our society and they can really move the needle, then they inspired me to work. Every time I feel listless, I feel like, oh my God, I haven't done this. I always want to learn for the sake of the future of the same person, because I understand that they can build a virtual circle, and through this virtual circle, they can change our society. As we know, education is crucial for the development of society. So they do inspire me. It's like their lives, the more they learn, they serve as my inspiration. I get most of the time, of course, we get inspiration from colleagues, from people sometimes, but most often I really find inspired by the student themselves. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for sharing. And
Mwanaidi,
so,
Mwanaidi,
yes,
we have some comments here in the chat box.
all
Some
right.
people, they have shared who inspired them. Fortunata said, I was inspired by Irene Maganga and Tina Mtui during the conference in Arusha, and I dared in Arusha conference, and I dared the IELTA ambassador, and here I am today. Wow. Another one is from Mahona, says Kesia and Sharon. And another one is from Hadija Amadi. Okay, Hadija Amadi was just replying about she was not ready to talk. She was not in good area. Okay. Another one is Aimata. She says, myself, I'm inspired by Pasco Mahona. Sophia Kadodi, inspired by Irene, Kesia, and Hadija Suleiman. Hadija S. That's, I think, Hadija Suleiman. Okay. Yes, that's what we have for now.
Wow, I see a lot of names here. Thank you, people. May God bless you. Keep on sharing, keep on inspiring people. Jamal, I see Jamal. This Jamal is a founder of TELTA, Tanzanian English Teacher Association. He's one of a kind. In today's, he's not here for some reasons, but we really appreciate and God bless him. So as you can relate our presentation title and what you have done here, you can see the relationship. Like in leadership, as the moment that you step in leadership, just know you need to volunteer. Just like someone I think it's Margot, said, sometimes you have to do everything yourself because your team is less motivated. So while you're trying to figure out what to do to motivate them, to inspire them, you need to do some things to make things happen, because you are the coordinator, you are the leader. So you can see how we can move from leadership, volunteering, inspiration. In the end, we have a lot of joys. We are trying to show you that there is a light at the end of eternal. So you are going to see a lot of joys, starting from your students. For example, I found this resource somewhere very far, but I'm sharing with you now, and I've already shared with my students, and you are learning a lot. This is also a joy. So this is a takeaway from today's session. You can take it. I'm going to share the link to this resource in the chat box, and please feel free to use it. Thank you so much Farida, welcome.
Thank
And
you.
let's-
Greetings, everyone. We are going to continue with our session. And after we're done with the warm-up from the puzzle there, I'll have a little question here for you. I've seen a lot of people in the chat box there. So will you please try to tell us your name and where you're coming from so that you can familiarize with each other? Okay, Olabuni from Nigeria. Another one is Mwaikombo. Yeah, Mwakombo Juma. Okay, Meshak from Tanzania. God Love Shami from Mwanza. Okay, another one, Mahona from Tabora. Another one from Ethiopia, Ghana. A lot of messages are popping up. Emata from Tabora. Hawa Magoti from Pwani. Okay, Dekas from Kigoma, Tanzania. Mago from Kenya. Kabweza from Tanzania. Another one from Adija from Arusha, Tanzania. Thank you, everyone. We just wanted to know we have people from which sides of this world. Thank you. And now let us see. Let's go straight to what we are about to uncover today. And we're going to start with asking ourselves, what is volunteer?
Yes, volunteering.
Volunteering.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you put it in the slideshow, please?
Slideshow, okay.
Yes, if possible.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's now start to brainstorm on what is volunteering. Can anyone share before we go to what is it? On your perspective, what is volunteering? Volunteerism of what? Have you ever volunteer anywhere or in any work, be it a professional one or the community work or any other?
Can I say something?
Yes, you can, please.
Okay, thank you. As for me, when I hear the word volunteering, what just popping in my mind is like giving out yourself on a task or on something that you have to share with other people without expecting anything. It's like maybe there's a social activities in the society, like maybe fetching water, and you just volunteer to fetch water without maybe thinking of I will be paid or I will get something. And if it is in the office, maybe sometimes you volunteer to air out your ideas to make something come up or be achieved. That is what I do good when I hear the word volunteer. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That is great. Keep on and go ahead and keep on volunteering and have bring more impact in your society and community. Okay.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, Mahona. Do you want to share something?
So
Is that you?
without thinking, you do something from your bottom.
Excuse me, may you come again? Hello?
Hello, Farida. Can I
Yes?
read from the chat box?
Yes, please.
So Godfrey is saying volunteering is serving without payment. Sophia is saying it's act of offering time and service to help others without payment. And Nuru is saying offering services to make a difference without expecting anything in return. Maggie is saying volunteering is when somebody feels to help community for free. Iman is saying saving for others without expecting payment. Johanna is saying once willing to do something good to people. Cosmas is saying doing something without expecting any return. Is an act of offering service without physical payment. Renovatus, volunteering means giving services without demanding payment. Yeah, we have so many popping up.
Thank you, Irene. Thank you. We have a lot of answers on what volunteering is, but shortly we can say it is a voluntary action, act of it's an voluntary act of an individual or group freely giving time and their labor, often for community service. So whenever you are doing something that you do not expect any kind of payment, that is your volunteering. A good example is what we are doing in our TA associations. Yeah, whenever we do work, we don't expect anything in return. We don't expect to be paid. We don't expect to get anything, but we do it freely so that to impact our community surrounding us. So have you ever wondered, why should you volunteer in your society? Why should we volunteer? So here are the benefits or the reasons for why should we volunteer. First of all, volunteering encourages civic responsibilities. It makes us be responsible with the things that surrounds us. So you can choose any kind of way where you can use your talents, maybe, or your any other abilities or positions, so that you can volunteer in your, let's say, organization or community which surrounds you. Another one, it helps to develop new skills. While we are volunteering, we can develop some new skills which we did not know before. For instance, for members like TELTA members or other leaders, we get exposed to some new trainings and different kind of stuffs. So through those trainings and other works that we do in the community, we get to improve some skills, some social skills which we heard before. Another benefit is it builds teamwork. It makes us come together. So through volunteering, we can get to know each other, we can learn from one another. So bring a team and make us one team. Another point, it gives us an opportunity to give back to the community. So whenever you feel like you have to do something or you're obliged to do something to your community so as to create different changes and new different impacts, you can just volunteer and change the community. As long as you want to do anything to make a change, because we all know that whenever we need some changes, we don't need a group of people. It starts with one. So it gives us a very good opportunity to give back to our societies and to our communities. Also, it helps us to gain some professional experience. I talked about some training, so that we have some skills or some skills we didn't have before. But through volunteering, it can expose you in some different trainings and some different people where we can learn the skills which we did not have before. It also serves resources. So instead of paying for something of people to do something, you can just use people who can volunteer freely to do that work and make that work done. It also promotes professional growth and self-esteem. Again, we said it already. As you are exposed to different leaders, you can work under certain leadership, so you can be mentored. You can have free mentorship from different leaders where you are volunteering. So that's how you can promote your professional growth and some self-esteem. Of course, it can make you feel great to change some people's life, or some organization or the society life. Another one, it strengthens the community. It strengthens the community, and as it improves the social well-being of the people. So whenever you volunteer, you can touch other people's lives. And when you touch other people's life, it strengthens and brought us together and makes us be one united community and society. Lastly, it helps us to make a difference. Instead of starting to blame or pointing fingers to others on other different problems that we are having in our community and in our society, you can just start and make the difference, because it all starts with one person. You can make it. You don't need a group of people. You can just do it so as to inspire others, so they can know it. They can do even. It is a good thing to do, to make a smile on other people. So it's a great chance to make a difference in your community as well as the world at large. Now we have some few examples of leaders who are leading in our communities, who are leading in our TAs. And these leaders, they have bigger impact in their societies. They have a very good stories on how they start this volunteerism in their societies, and what did they achieve so far? What did they do, and what they have achieved? What impact it brought to the community? So to start with, Mwana, will you please start with the first leader?
Yes, please. Thank you so much. Allow me to introduce to you Catherine Zhao. Catherine Zhao stands make a significant contribution to TESOL, teaching English to speakers of other language. As future leader, Catherine dedicated herself in advancing the organization commitment to equity, diversity, inclusion, and access. Her potential lies in her deep understanding of the challenges faced by marginalized groups in the field of language education and her innovative approaches to overcoming these barriers in her country, Tanzania. She attended TESOL first time in 2018. From there, she went in the convention continuously up to 2024, and hopefully, we are going to see her at the Long Beach, whereby she made her contribution in English Forum and volunteer at TESOL front desk 3 times. After a long ways of her commitment and volunteering spirit, she now volunteer again in Affiliate Professional Council Network in TESOL for 2 years simultaneously. She got many benefits in her volunteering, and that is the big secret of her success, to continue working and connect with many professional teachers who are there eagerly, like working with her. So if you were wondering, volunteering. Thank you. Farida.
Thank you, Mwana. Another leader here we have is Onesmo Samuel. Onesmo Samuel is a passionate teacher with experience developing and implementing diverse curriculum covering a wide range of subjects. Highly skilled at motivating students through positive encouragement and the reinforcement of concepts via interactive classroom instruction and observation. Successful in helping students develop strong literacy, numeracy, social, and learning skills. Compassionate, creative, and effective teacher with valuable experience in classroom administration, professional development, and project planning. Equipped with extensive background in versatile education environment, student-centric instructor, academic facilitator, and a motivational coach. Competent at performing independently or as a member of team. Well-served in classroom and online technologies. Organized and dependable candidate, successful at managing multiple priorities with a positive attitude, willingness to take on added responsibilities to meet team goals, detail-oriented team player with a strong organization skills. That is Onesmo Samuel, a TELTA coordinator from Lindi.
Okay, thank you so much. We have the last one for now. Mahamba Sebastian is a teacher by profession. He teaches both English and history. He also participated in 7-week international exchange program Fulbright Tea in Montana State University in USA. Currently, Mahamba is volunteering as a board member in Africa ELTA, acting as a vice president from 2023 to 2025. So these are our leaders of today: Catherine from TISO, Mahamba from Africa ELTA, and Onesmo Samuel from TELTA. Farida, can you lead us on the next one? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mwana. Let us see some. Let us hear from our very own leaders. As we say, from the horse's mouth.
Seeing is believing, as long as hearing from the source.
So we have to hear from the source.
Okay.
What these guys have done in their community. Why are they so popular in volunteering? Yes.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hello, moderator.
Or what you want to share. Fans, please, if you have volunteered, if you know someone has volunteered, you can share that in the chat box. We'll be reading. So share the stories of people you know that have volunteered in one way or the other.
Thank you.
So again, while waiting, we have Renovatu. He's saying Godfrey Christian has been volunteering himself to make sure Kagera chapter is growing higher. Farida, are you stuck somewhere?
Yes, some technical issues.
You can go to
read some. Yeah, you can read some messages on the chat box.
You can
I'm
go
here.
Yes,
WhatsApp.
keep. Yeah. Keep going, please, Irene.
I want people to share these volunteers, but I don't see them.
Oh, okay.
So Godlove is telling us that volunteering connect you to new networks and then uncover many connections through community of practice. So we should volunteer. That's a benefit of volunteering.
Yeah.
And then we have Agustina, who is thanking the Arusha team for their volunteering spirit. Mahona is volunteering with Service Learning Tanzania. Wonderful work. Irene is saying Agustina Mtui is a passionate leader who volunteers as a chapter coordinator in Arusha and outside Arusha. Same as Godwin Kaaya. Hassan Nusura is saying he's volunteering to manage Facebook page of Kigoma chapter. Yeah, it's very important to do something in our social media platforms.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm waiting for others. I'm very sure that we have so many people who are volunteering. Don't wait for people to mention you. You can just mention yourself.
Yes, please.
He's saying I volunteered as a peer educator at the community teaching reproductive health, sports, etc. Oh, this is very good. And then Letitia, who is saying I'm volunteering as a chapter coordinator for ELTA Ghana and inspiring teachers to join associations. Thank you, Letitia, all the way from Ghana.
Maybe Irene, can you help Farida to share these videos? I mean, where she should start? While I'm continuing reading the chat box. Okay, we have a message here from Alex. Alex saying he's volunteering to make Njombe chapter flourish, but I admire the volunteering of Irene Maganga for TELTA and TCPD Group 2. Immaculate saying, I am volunteering in ELTA Kenya and I love the network I have created since I joined it. Well done. All the way from Morogoro, we have another TELTA leader who is shining because of Mr. Basuku Ezrom and Chuma Majaliwa. Flowers to you, Chuma, someone inspired by your work. We have Mayasa, Rahma, Biseko, Festo, and Benedict Team Spirit from Lindi. Their volunteering is above the level. Much respect. This is from your coordinator, Onesmo. All the way from Kigoma, we have leaders volunteering so as to motivate and inspire others, aka Jamal Maringo. This is from Elizabeth. Mwanakombo says, I volunteer myself to help my students in achieving their goals as the head of schools. Well done, Mwanakombo. We have a lot of messages here. Farida, if you are ready, please tell us. I have witnessed a lot of people volunteer, but allow me to appreciate Irene, Kesia. We have volunteered in creating a lot, including TELTA websites, one of many. Kudos to you, Irene and Kesia. This is well seen everywhere. Your volunteering spirit is above the skies. We have Elizabeth Magomele, Mwanaidi, we have you, your flowers, thank you. Tina Zetela and Chai Irene volunteered to see us in the 5th TELTA conference as a success in Arusha. This is true. Sophia says, we trained a group of volunteer teachers who give extra lessons to learners who have a challenge to reading in Ibubizi catchments in Uganda. Thank you so much. Johan says, volunteerism is the act of being positive to people in any circumstances to enable the needy people to overcome their problems. I truly agree to your opinion that volunteerism need a being positive to people. Godfrey from Kagera says, Charles Donguru, John Magesa, and Renovatus volunteered a lot to build the Kagera chapter. I volunteered at Mtwara chapter leader and the ELTA Tanzania ambassador. Well done, Fortunata. Farida, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Mwanaidi, but I'm still having some issues on connectivity. So if Irene will be able to share the video, I'll appreciate.
Can you stop sharing?
Okay.
Irene is here for our rescue, 911. We have Annika Bongo with her team volunteering to make TELTA nourish in Manyara. This is from Eli Huruma. So Anna, you have your flowers wherever you are. Are you here? I volunteer as event coordinator in Arusha and in making sure I bright ELT teachers inside and outside. Wow, Irene, you're going to kill these teachers inside and outside in their respective chapters so they can grow respectively. People allow me to appreciate Irene Chahe for connecting me with Mija Machibia. She first introduced her to me and I was so excited. Since then, Mija is my backbone, my everything in volunteering. Thank you, Irene. Mwanaidi is a pro volunteer. Hasani. This is Hasani from Kigoma. Thank you.
Mwanaidi.
Yes, madam, please, your turn. Yay.
Let's try.
We trust you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. My name is Catherine Zhao as an alumni, Fulbright, TESO member, and TELTA leader. I'm so happy today to share with you about the stories of being a leader in a TESO. That I have a lot of experience being a member of the TESO. I enjoy exploring the world, moving around the world, and learning a lot of teaching experiences that after being back to my country, I was being able to share with my fellow teachers. Being a leader in a TESO, I develop a lot of strategies, how to do the team leaders, how to connect online, and learn different technology, which is not normal to many teachers in Africa. So being a leader in a TESO, I enjoyed a lot and I get a lot of experience that I was able to share with my fellow colleagues here in my country. Getting the chance to participate in a TESOL convention, I learned a lot of teaching and learning strategies, whereby after being back from my country, I was being able to cascade in the knowledge to my fellow teachers and help them to grow professionally as I am today. So I can say that I have a lot of good experience being a member of TESOL and it helped me to develop professionally and improving my own teaching experience. And also, I was able to bring a lot of life experience from US to my country, whereby I benefited myself, my students, and whole community. I'm proud to be a TESOL member. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you so much, dear moderator, for showcase Catherine's testimonial toward volunteering as far as TESOL is concerned. Can you please hear from the next volunteer, maybe Mahamba or Nesmo? So while you're at it, please share in the chat box, how can you relate your story, your leadership journey with Catherine? Do you have any takeaway from Catherine? Do you want to go to TESOL? You don't know where to start? Yes, please.
While I'm trying to download Mahamba's video.
Yes,
Fada,
madam.
please, if you can, send the other video to my Gmail account. Thank you.
Okay. So can you write in the chat box, or someone can unmute themselves and tell us, how do you relate your story with Catherine? Have you ever been to TESOL maybe? Anyone who have been to TESOL? Oh, I want to go. Anyone who went to TESOL? If you have a similar experience with in volunteering in these conferences, big conferences. Wow, can see your screen now. We are good to go.
Hello, everybody. It's a great honor actually to be invited to give experience on the power of volunteerism. And I want to thank both Mwanaidi Mwacha and Farida Muzeru for taking this wonderful topic on board. Well, my name is Mahamba Sebastian. I'm a teacher teaching in Tanzania, public secondary schools and also some colleges. And also I'm right now working as a board member of Africa ELTA as the vice president. Well, now I want to give a very brief experience of my passion and power of volunteerism. Actually, this began in 2018 when I attended the Africa TESOL conference in Rwanda. And to a time that I met, big potatoes, the huge leaders of Africa TESOL, Harry Kucha, Ayman, Dr. Ayman, Dr. Okon Efyong, and other leaders who were organizing that conference in Rwanda. So it was a personal sponsorship. Actually, I traveled, miles and miles to Rwanda to attend that conference. When I came back home, I think I was packed and gave more, I became more passionate about the association and leadership. So I shared experience with some of the teachers in my school, but again, I've been also, working much more harder to support the webinars and also support the workshops with the teacher within the country. And later on, I chose to learn more about the association, Africa TESOL, then it changed it to Africa ELTA. So I've been following their platform, the social media platforms like Facebook, and also ensure that I join the WhatsApp group and Telegram, so I get to, learn more things that this association were sharing to the members within the, virtual ways. And I became more passionate about just going further and lead the association. So I saw the post. It was contesting like volunteering the association as a board member, part of the professional development. And I got interested to that. And I applied, sent my CV and my document. It was really competitive, but then I got the chance to lead. So during the work, I think I got more power to show my leadership skills, my volunteerism, passion to the association, because we did the webinars, we did the leadership programs, we did the conferences, and at that times, when you work with the association, you get nothing. They won't pay you. So that's a passion of giving back to the community. And later on, I chose to contest for the higher position of becoming the vice president. So here I met, leaders, different leaders in the association, and most importantly, we were learning how to lead, how to volunteer, and how to give back more passionately. You see, so I think one of the important things that actually made me to be a super volunteer is to collaborate. So I just learned how to collaborate with members of different, association and collaborate with different leaders. That is one of the huge things. But I think during my work as a PD coordinator, but again, during my work as a vice president, I think I'm growing personally in terms of leadership, because I've been leading different programs, I've been leading my board members, and also leading the presidential line, which is a huge, huge position within the association. And
Thank you so much, Irene, for sharing Mahamba's testimonials. I hope the audience is still brainstorming on Mahamba's experiences in Africa ELTA. For those who are wondering, like, where should I start? I want to go to TISO. How do I go there? With what money? How do I write a proposal? You have these people, these are our mentors. So you need to consult them and they will help you for sure. Irene, do you have the last presenter? Onesmo? While we're waiting for that, can we please write in the chat box? Manakombo, are you there? I have seen your message that you have been to TISO. Manakombo, can you please share in 1 minute your experiences in TISO? How did you go there? Give us the clues.
Yeah, I go to TISO 2019 in Atlanta, Georgia, and what I want to say is volunteerism has power. So if we volunteer a lot to your society, at the end of the day, you get a lot of teachers, English teachers. We still need to volunteer ourselves in different activities, especially in TELTA activities. And at the end, we'll get the chance because we have a lot of heroes, like what they mentioned, Irene, Catherine, Jamal, Kesia, Ayub, they help us a lot to go to TISO. So only I can say is just we must volunteer ourselves in different activities. If you have time, participate, volunteer with needing maybe payment and so on. So volunteerism has power. Volunteerism has power a lot. And going to TISO have made and also open a lot of doors. Like now I'm a vice president for TAHOSA in Tanzania, vice president for whole of head of school in Tanzania. So I get a lot of opportunities by volunteer myself. So volunteerism has power. I encourage other teachers to volunteer themselves, and at the end they get good return. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Irene.
Everyone, this is Onesmo Samuel, English language teacher from Lindi region and also a TELTA chapter coordinator. I would like to share a little bit about our success, a little bit there and challenges which are happening and how we solve them and move forward. Our Lindi chapter is one among the chapter that is coming up, growing up speed because of volunteerism spirit that we have. We have been conducting workshops around Lindi district, like Nachingwea, Tama, Lindi Municipal. All this is happening because, I have a team that is very passionate with what I am doing and also supporting. And also, we didn't exclude those stakeholders that can sponsor our workshops like Aga Khan Foundation, and also we have Tunandoto, just like as a community-based organization. So during our workshops, we invite them and call them, they can support a little bit about, food, breakfast for the teachers who come, for the training. And it's not only these things happening because we are passionate with it. We are pushing things to happen. Also, we may encounter some challenges, like, the spirit of education leaders seems to be low. What we are doing is to make sure that we have a meeting here and there so that they can be aware on the importance of having this training in our areas. But all in all, we thank God and everything is moving well. We expect to move much more in the areas that we have not been touched and make sure that the teachers are well equipped with the knowledge to cascade the knowledge to the learners in a proper way. And also we believe together we can do. There's nothing we can not accomplish if our heart are united as one. Thank you very much and have a blessed day.
Wow. Thank you so much, Onesmo, for your testimonials. I hope our audience, they are learning something from you. You can see a lot of volunteerism spirit in you, but you didn't die alone. You went further and seek help from the community. So kudos to you. Can I hear from Segno from Togo? Someone Segno from Togo. Sorry if I pronounce your name incorrectly. Segno from Togo. I've seen that you went to TISO in 2024, correct? Segno from Togo. Can we hear from you 1 minute? Okay, if you are not here, let's hear from Kesia. Kesia, please share a little bit of your experience outside as IVLP.
Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are.
Thank you, morning.
I am IVLP alumni. I went to 5 states 2023, and those states were to learn more about early childhood education as leaders, as policymakers and educators. So we went there to learn more about the system of education from early childhood to tertiary levels. And this is not out of the puzzle. It was about the spirit of volunteerism, the spirit of giving the service to others where you don't think of getting anything in return. So it was a competitive chance where I get to compete with others. I don't want to mention them, but through my social media account and activities that I was normally doing, they get to be inspired by me that I am more into service, accountable, into community give back to the community kind of thing. So they selected me to go to state for the IVLP program, where I've learned a lot of things there, and it gave me a lot of impact after that. And from there, I'm not the Kezia that you normally know, but I'm far and beyond. Recently, I volunteered to donate storybooks to my school and other 2 schools, so it covers 3 schools. And the one who came to hand over those books is the ambassador from United States, the ambassador of USA ambassador who is living here in Tanzania, Dar es Salaam. He hand over the books himself. So this is not easy to call an ambassador to come to your school if you are not volunteering, if the spirit is not in your hand. So it has a lot of impact if you volunteer and show it to the community that you are doing something impactful for the community and for the students. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Keshia. We appreciate your testimonial. Guys, thank you, everyone. And we appreciate your contribution in our presentation. But I just want to call upon each and every one of you to just come together and try to keep this spirit of volunteering in our society so as to impact our society and communities in different ways. Please, for those that who are already volunteering in their communities, please keep doing it. And for those who are not inspired enough, please be inspired by these testimonials. We have seen where this volunteering, they took them. We have people who traveled, people who got trained. We have people who are paid to do different kind of things in their lives. So by starting with a pure heart, maybe in the end you are going to gain something. But please don't start with the idea of getting something first. Start with a pure heart, and if you have to do something to put a smile on the face of someone, please do. Thank you, everyone. Back to you, Mwana.
Thank you so much, Farida. Back to you, moderator Irene. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, guys, for this. And by the way, thank you for volunteering to present on this webinar series. It's also volunteer work. So, guys, we have 2 minutes for questions. We'll take 2 questions. We are running out of time. 2 questions for our dear volunteers. They are still volunteering. Checking the chat box. If you have a question, please type in the chat box. 2 minutes. We don't have time.
Someone is asking the long form of IVLP. Kesia, please.
Kezia?
Yeah, okay. So IVLP stands for International Visitors Leadership Program. You're not applying, it is a nominated program where you compete with others.
From the ministry. Thank you.
Okay.
Please type your questions. We don't have time. We can't allow people to speak with a lot of time. Sorry. Forgive me. Wanna check for questions?
I'm here. I can't see. Maybe someone has to raise a hand if they have a question. If no,
my time.
You can proceed.
Mahona, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to know if there are some people from other nations to share with us their experience about volunteering, then it will be nice if we welcome them.
So, as I said earlier, if people have volunteered, they are volunteering, they can use the chat box. We still have 2 sessions to go. If we allow everyone to speak, we will not finish this on time. I'm sorry.
Okay, Irene, we have a question here. Maybe you can help us to answer. Someone is asking how to go to TISO.
The TISO volunteers, you have Kezia, you can answer that.
Hello.
People want to join TISO. How do they do that?
If you want to go to TISO conversion, first, there is a call for proposal where you apply, you write your proposal, then they review your proposal. If you have passed it, then they will give you the notification that you have passed it and prepare for yourself for the travel. And if you are ready for the travel, it is either you are self-funded or you apply for a sponsorship. And the sponsorship is applied through U.S. State of Department Embassy, where the Office of Affairs will help you to write all or to apply all the necessary information for you to get the sponsorship. Last year it was different. I don't know this year's. We are waiting for the directives. If they will hand over again to TELTA, we normally call for the application for that, and you apply it again. And if you want it, if you will win it, then you'll be selected to travel. And sometimes it is full funded or partial. So it is not easy. It is a task that you need to sit down, write, rewrite, and think and think. So make sure that you prepare yourself for the partial or full funded. That's all I can say.
So for those who want to know how they'll get to see the proposal, call for proposal, please follow TISO social media. They have the Facebook page and Instagram page. So for now, we'll go for a break of 1 minute since we've used a lot of time. Some of us need to stand and stretch a bit. We can use these 2 minutes for that, and then we'll be back for the 2 other sessions on we have a session on stories of female leaders in TA in Africa ELT context and managing association membership tools and techniques for success. So please don't leave, just stretch your legs, stretch your hands, and we will be back.
We have a surprise for you, ladies. Please don't go nowhere.
Is it only for ladies?
No, I didn't say that. Tina, are you there? Stretch yourself.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for being patient and for being here. So we will begin with our third presentation. Agustina, I hope you're here. You can start sharing your screen while I introduce you guys.
Thank
Tina?
you. Where is my Tina?
Okay, so now we have a presentation from the other two ladies. You already know Mwanaidi, so I'll not introduce her again. But now she's joined with Agustina. So Agustina Mtui is a coordinator of TELTA Arusha chapter. She's also a Fulbright Teaching Excellence and Achievement Alumni 2024 and a former Female Leadership Mentoring Program mentee in the Africa ELTA Female Leadership Mentoring Program. She's currently conducting an English language campaign on using simple approaches, she calls it USA, in ELT in her region. She is a storyteller, as many of us know, and she uses her talent as a best tip and trick to promote willingness to communicate in English, both in and outside the classroom. They are both going to give us stories of female leaders in teacher associations in Africa, ELT context. So Agustina and Mwanaidi, you are welcome.
Thank you,
our
Irene.
moderator. Yeah.
Tina?
Yes, thank you for the introduction. I am Tina, the storyteller, and yes, I love stories, and Mwanaidi as well. Mwanaidi, please say something. Are you a storyteller? Mwanaidi? Okay.
Yes, I'm here and I'm a storyteller, passionate by heart.
Thank you. And therefore, our session is on stories of female leaders in TA in African ELT context. And I and Mwanaidi, we are going to dive deeper and see how these beautiful flowers are doing in our African context. And welcome. Our agenda will be the reasons to share our stories and the TA that we have in African ELT context, as well as our unique tales, and therefore we'll end up with different wonders. And again, I would love to say a little bit about why are we sharing these beautiful stories. The main reason is to encourage each other. As we have said, female leaders, and from the beginning of this session, we have been diving deeper into TA issues, ELT matters, and most of the time we have been mentioning different ladies' names and see what their impacts and what are they doing, currently doing. And these are the main, this is the main reason why we are sharing these tales, to encourage each other, as well as to empower each other. We have seen a lady who is saying she's a president of head teachers in Tanzania. So we are encouraged with stories like that. Again, as we are ladies, female teachers, we raise girls, we have different issues within our growth and whatsoever that may be a limitation and maybe a ladder to let us to go to the next level. And therefore we share ideas on how other ladies have overcome their challenges and how they have paved a way to others to go further. And by saying so, I would like to go direct to our unique tales. And at the beginning of this session, we started a very important session of which the presenter was Madam Cascading Kiwia, our very own General Secretary of TELTA. And just recently, she said about IVLP issues, and we are very encouraged about that. And she also mentioned loudly and clearly that she contributed to different schools, 3 of them, different books to encourage or to enhance or to unfed reading culture, especially this time at our primary school level. And it was with a big help from the US Embassy, Tanzania. So flowers to Madam Cascading Kiwia for such encouragement work you have been doing. From the beginning of this session, we have been saying a lot about you, and the members of this webinar today are here to testify. And please, you can write something in our chat box to tell this beautiful soul, to encourage her, to keep motivating her, and so much more. Another thing, a very specific thing, during pandemic, COVID-19, Kesia Kiwia opened the WhatsApp group, of which accommodates more than 100 ladies, of which we integrate together. And at that specific time, that space was only for the ladies to encourage each other, to boost our ideas, our skills, and make them live despite the pandemic. So flowers to these beautiful ladies. And by saying so, I would love to go to the next flower. We are going to use the word flower, yes. And please show a lot of flowers in your profile. Again, if you know this beautiful person, please write in the chat box and say something about her if you know her. And because we are going to also to read something in our chat box, I would love to say, this is Amira Salama, the former president of Africa ELTA, and the first female president who launched this program called Africa ELTA Female Leadership Mentoring Program. If you are an alumni of this program, please write in our chat box and we celebrate together her focus, her encouragement, skills, abilities, and despite being a woman, she wants to see ladies, women, girls shining, using their skills in different areas, blooming themselves, as well as using their whole community, including men and female, to come up together in different issues, both social issues and in ELT matters. So we have this beautiful person here. She's an academic English instructor at Nile University, which is based in Egypt. She, as I've said, she's a past president of African ELTA, as well as the Regional Association of African ELTA Teachers. She's also a TESOL. From she took her master's in TESOL in American University in Cairo, and which that master's focuses on teachers' leadership, and she's currently taking her PhD. Amira again, she is the upcoming chair of the TESOL International Research Council. So if you know some important details about this one, please show the flowers in our chat box, and we would love to appreciate her efforts. Again, a unique element about this beautiful lady, we know most of our African countries, especially Tanzania, we are using English as a medium of instruction. If you'll go to Google and search, you will see her article on how effectively can we use English as a medium of instruction in Africa, particularly. Again, I would love to welcome Monaidi to continue with the next flower. Thank you. Monaidi, please.
Thank you. Thank you, Tina. Before I chip in, can we allow our moderator to read the chat box? I can see a lot of good comments. It's so inspiring. Irene, do you have anything? I see Casey, I love your smile.
Yeah, because Kesha is here, I know she can read and comment on all these. So there are a lot of good messages to her, as well as a lot of good and encouraging messages.
Okay. All right, so let's get to know this another flower all the way from Kilimanjaro. From the northern part of Tanzania, found the most beautiful, conducive region among the top 5 most developed region in Tanzania, where Catherine Jau was born and raised. We call her a TESOLer. She went to the United States to the conference to attend TESOL 5 times, and hopefully we can see her at the Long Beach next year. She's just unstoppable. Catherine is an English language teacher, teacher trainer, past coordinator of TELTA Kilimanjaro for over 3 sessions, an inspiring woman who came up with the power of reaching out to TELTA ladies, and since then she has marked the change in the lives of women in Tanzania. Please join hand with me to celebrate Catherine Njau. She has done a lot of things. We cannot finish mentioning them, but let's appreciate her for being a good volunteer and an inspiration to most of us. Tina, can you have something to share about Catherine?
Yeah, she's so unique, and everything that we are going to touch, it's about female, and she encouraged most of us. We appreciate the work, Catherine. Again, we're going to another flower. And if you know her, if you have encountered anything with her, please write in our chat box. And if you have something special, something unique about her, you'll also tell us. Ladies and other participants who are gentlemen, please welcome to our next flower. Yes. Do you know her? Do you know her ability? Is she your mentor?
I don't know her.
Inspire you. Can you tell us in our chat box? Is she around here so that we can give her flowers? And if yes, and you agree with me, she said once upon a time and now she's still a teacher and a trainer. She's behind the scene. She's also a Fulbright alumni to 2023. By the way, I took her chance in Georgia State University. Possibly you know her name. And she's a member of TELTA. She was our secretary. Again, she advanced and ran away to the international level. And she's currently a secretary of Africa ELTA. And recently, if you were in Arusha conference, TELTA conference, she was the chair of the conference. We all give the flowers to her. Many of us, we know her through TCPD, which was run by TELTA under US Embassy. And again, when you were in Dodoma last week, she was there as the mentor, a lead mentor, mentoring 50+ teachers to go and be the teacher leaders in our different region. And this program is sponsored by British Council and TELTA. Something special? Do you know the name of this one? Please unmute your mic and just say the name of this person.
Irene Magana, the Iron Lady. Woohoo!
Yes, there we are. Special thanks to this beautiful lady. Yeah. Special thanks to this wonderful lady. And now she's behind the scene. When the internet goes wrong, she's there to make everything.
To save the day.
And save the day. Moana, I would love to let you come in and say something about our next flower.
Okay, let's go. Ta-da! Wow, they call her Woman King. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you the Woman King all the way from the Gulf of Guinea, a country in Central Africa named Cameroon. This is Mrs. Abigail Ekango. Miss Abigail is English language teacher, also a teacher trainer, also teaches in a state secondary school on the outskirts of the Yaoundé, Cameroon. She has been in this field for 17 years. Can you imagine? She has a bachelor's degree in bilingual letters, a master's in general and applied linguistics, and a high school teacher training certificate in bilingual letters, English and French as foreign languages. She offers adult English and French language courses lesson on WhatsApp. She has a passion for instructional technology, and she trains English language teachers on how to use basic digital skills and tools for teaching and for managing communities of practices. She is a CAMELTA Award Best CPD Facilitator and a Best Outstanding Female Professional winner for 2021, an initiative she carried for 3 years before handing it over to the founder of English Language Teaching Women Cameroon Special Interest Group and the present CAMELTA as Vice President in charge of International Outreach. Abigail is a coordinator for IATFL GICIG and a mentor as the Africa ELTA Female Mentoring Program and in NAMAL. In her space time and to encourage literacy, she offers free English lessons to kids in her community twice per week. She also works as an ELT consultant, associate, and recently initiated a mobile phone giveaway campaign for teachers who teach in remote areas. Will you take a look at that? Apart from teaching, Abigail is an event decorator, housewife, and a mother of 4 kids. Truly, Abigail is an inspiring woman. Tina, back to you.
Thank you, Mwanaidi. And if you know Abigail, please send flowers to her all the way from Cameroon. She will receive it with great honor. Again, we have our favorite storyteller, Rashidat, and I would love Mwanaidi Ali to take us to this wonderful tale about Rashidat.
Wow.
Are you ready for Rashidat?
Yes, I was born ready. Okay, let's go. So allow me to take you to Nigeria right now. Dear participants, allow me to introduce to you the beautiful Rashidat Sadiq, whom I met online for the first time in a course named CREST. CREST stands for Creative and Engaging Storytelling for Teachers, a course sponsored by David, a man from UK, who told us a lot about storytelling. All the way from Abuja, Nigeria, this is Rashidat Sadiq. So who is she exactly? Rashidat Sadiq, language teacher and academic coordinator, ICICE Al-Noor Academy, Abuja, Nigeria. She is an English language teacher, literacy advocate, reading coach, storyteller, and materials writers who run a mobile library. She also trained teachers on learner-centered pedagogy with focus on utilizing emotional intelligence to derive learning outcomes. She is a champion of public speaking and had the opportunity to share her knowledge at various national international conferences. This is Rashidat Sadiq. Thank you, Tina. Back to you.
Yes, wonderful tales from wonderful people. And again, we are going to let Mwanaidi to talk a little bit about code 254. And this is a huge surprise because it is East Africa. And who will she be? Mwanaidi, can you come and reveal this code? It has been a long wait.
A long wait.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Here we are. Do you know this beautiful lady? Can you write her name in our chat box? And can you show flowers to this code 254? Back to you, Mwanaidi.
Thank you so much. So while they are brainstorming on the name of this beautiful soul here, allow me to introduce her. Thank you, Khadija, for giving me the honor. So it was somewhere between April and May 23, upon my return from the US, where I went for a short course. I was wandering online in one of the Relo East Africa pages where English language teachers are in the WhatsApp group, where I felt someone was watching me. I call her my online twin, all the way from Mombasa, Kenya. This is Khadija Suleiman. So let's learn a little bit of who Khadija really is. Khadija.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Yes, please proceed.
Yeah, good, Mwana. You're telling the great tale here. I'm enjoying.
Thank you. Okay, so Khadija Ismail Suleiman is a dedicated English and literature teacher in Mombasa, an open alumni with the courses in educational technology and teaching for the future. SDG champion and climate action advocates in Mombasa. She has a master's degree in educational leadership and management from Aga Khan University from Tanzania. Ongoing studies at Mount Kenya University, and she is an active member of English Language Professional Association of Kenya, ELPAC. Aim to enhance educational practices and empower educators globally. So this is Khadija Suleiman. She is good at technology. She's a good soul, very humble, a good human being. I met her online and we have stayed that way until we met physically when I went to Kisumu to present in ALSEC. And soon I saw her recently in Arusha. Tina, do you have anything to say about Khadija?
Yes, why not? And we met her, as you have said, in Kenya. I was in her presentation with you. You were presenting about service learning. And can you see the picture? She's acting. She's doing it in a real sense. And here she was cleaning the environment. And actually last week, she presented on a British Council online presentation. And she shared a wonderful testimony about climate action issues. So kudos to you, Khadija, and flowers to her. Thank you very much. Are you ready for the next surprise?
Yes.
Great. Mwanaidi, please be ready to say something about this wonderful lady. Why? Because she's my mentor. I cannot say about her. Maybe I'll be twisting things. So, with a great honor, I would love to let another beautiful flower to you. And here we have, if you know her, you know her name, please write in our chat box. Mwanaidi.
Oh my goodness. This is beautiful Fatma Kisusi, all the way from the beautiful Tanzania.
AKA Madam
I will try my best to explain. Please forgive me if I mislead somewhere. People keep writing on the chat box. This is Fatma, our very own. We know her. She's the best. Okay. Tina, can you read in the chat box anything about Fatma while I Google her? Because I need to use Google to learn about Fatma. Okay. So Fatma
yes,
Kisusi.
we have Kesia. Please, Madam Kesia, help us with it.
Okay, after her.
So
can I proceed?
The chat box?
The
chat box is flowing. They say Fatma Kisusi all the way from Tanzania, Dar es Salaam. Lovely matron Fatma Kisusi. I don't know. I didn't know. Somebody said, because one said Msukuma mwenzangu. Other said Madam Kesh. The other said our matron from Pwani. So the flowers are still blooming. The mentor for the Zaperato conference. Wow, beautiful Fatma. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Fatma Kisusi is a seasoned English language teacher and a trainer with 9-year experience as TELTA treasurer. She is now served as the association event coordinator. She is dedicated to advancing English language education across all educational levels. She recently went to the United States on a scholarship access micro scholarship program where she went with another colleague called Tanganyika. They went specifically to learn about different causes as far as access program is concerned. So Fatma is among the HQ, TELTA Leaders Headquarters. And she is an inspiring woman to both, or to most of us, especially on my side. She has been a mentor. She has been a sister. She encouraged me a lot behind the scene. I love and I learn a lot from her. Tina, do you have anything to say to your matron on your news?
Yes, we have something special. And she is actually a primary teacher who dares to go internationally. And she encourages both primary and secondary English language teachers. So kudos to her, and many flowers to this beautiful matron of ours, a former treasurer and currently an event coordinator of our beautiful association, TELTA. Thank you so much, Mwanaidi. And again, Mwanaidi, I give you another task, of which will make our other flowers wait, since it has been a long wait. Can you please read what is on a board? Because I know you know.
Of course, why not? Thank you, Tina, the storyteller. So now we have come to the part where we need to get comfortable and brainstorm a little bit about this famous quote from around the globe. So feel free to add or to write something on the chat box if you have an inspirational quote, because we know we are teachers, we are mothers, we are wives, we are volunteers, we are everything. So what is your personal motto? That one quote that give you push every day. When you feel down, it gives you strength. So can you think of your own positive personal mottos and write in the chat box while I read this one? Yes, dear.
Yeah, thank you, Mwanaidi. And since we are from different countries, they can tell us their teaching associations that they belong to. For example, we have here, ELPAC, ELTs. And within your association, you tell us the flower that you want to send to whom to your association. And by saying so, please, you will read what is in the chat box, the different TA we have right now, and their the female leader that inspires them. And I will stop sharing my screen and ready for another surprise.
Okay. So I'm here reading the chat box. Please share your personal positive mottos. Share that girl, that woman who inspires you a lot in your association. Please tell us where you're coming from and your association. Feel free. While you are on it, I would love to share my own positive personal motto. I always tell myself, Mwana, be the change you want to see. This quote is not mine. It's from somewhere, Mahatma Gandhi from India. But I relate my story with this man because I always want to be the change that I want to see, to take part in everything, to make decisions in my life, to take charge, to take control. I know it is not easy, but I'm always on the mark to make sure that I am in charge of my own life and I participate in everything that I want to see. It has a change. So let me read your chat on the chat box. We have the message from Khadija: be phenomenal or be forgotten. Wow, I'm scared. So you have to change. You need to pick a side, be a phenomenal or be forgotten. We have another from Luciana Mara. I am inspired by your presentation. You have made it very creative way. Kudos. Thank you, dear. Mwanakombo Juma from Tabora. I know I can if I work hard in it. Thank you. This is such an inspiration. My life motto from Mahona: do my best so that I cannot blame myself for anything. Tina, when you are ready, please alert me.
We also have from Fortunata. She was the first, I think.
Okay.
She's not done yet. My tomorrow is with abundance that I have to explore.
Wow.
Wow. That's great. Okay, Mwanaidi, thank you so much, and our beautiful moderator. And I have this question to our beautiful ladies and other gentlemen who joined this session. And again, I'll be specific for the ladies. Ladies, are you ready for the surprise? If we will see your name, say yes, and then we give you the surprise. Here we go. It's a challenge, Monaid. Are you ready for the surprise? I want to see many.
Yes, we are ready.
Many flowers. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I am sharing my screen. And here we
see it. And here we go.
I know you can see, but the show is not yet to start. Again, we are giving flowers. And this presentation, I would love to give flowers to our beautiful Kesia Kiwia. She is the one who has made me to manage to prepare this presentation, well known as Picha Kucha. So I will be diving very deeper and very fast because that is how to tell stories by using the Picha Kucha. Flowers to our beautiful Kesia and my co-presenter, Mwanaidi Ali. Mwanaidi, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, yes.
Every show has its connection. So if you see your face to the next show, know that the next show you are in. And by the way, here we go. We have this beautiful lady. Please write her name if you know her. Actually, she's from Arusha region, a teacher at Odadai Secondary School, trainer, events coordinator, and currently a lead teacher mentor. She is also a qualified trainer. She's having an experience for more than 7 years. And again, she's actively engaged in different professional development, both online and face. She has a buddy. Do you know the name of her friend? And if yes, let us know the name of our friend. Again, we have this beautiful lady who is called Mija. Mwanaidi, can you say a little bit about Mija? A little bit.
Thank you so much.
Oh.
I'll start narrating about Mija a little bit on the power of love between women. Whoever said we...
Mwanaidi?
Yes, please, I'm here.
Okay.
So I will say...
Don't worry. Mwanaidi, listen to me first.
Okay, no worries.
It's a surprise, and it has to go very fast. And I want the participants to learn how to do this. So we are going to start a little bit of pressure, a little bit.
Take your time.
Yeah.
Technology has its way of surprising us.
Yeah, I know. Make sure your mic is on.
Okay. I see the names. Cute Mija, Mija's a friend. Mija Bates, Irene and Mija.
Okay,
ladies.
Okay. Yes, ladies, we are starting our show. Yes, technology, and Irene is very fun now. Here we go. We have said a little bit about Irene, and we have a lot of Irene, and this is Irene Chai, and she has a friend. Can you tell us the name of this friend? And Mwanaidi, please, tell the lady that you see here, and again, we'll chip into the next one.
Okay, I can read in the chat box. Many people knows her. Her name is Mija Machibia. Mija expressed the power of love between women. Whoever said we don't love each other is a liar. Have you ever heard of this phrase? Hilarious. Women don't love each other. Says who? Mija and Irene have been friends for life, and Irene connected Mija to me, and she's now the best leader.
Wait. Do you know about Aneka Bongo? Do you know about Aneka Bongo? She's now at Montana State, and you can see other beautiful flowers with her. And again, it's not just Mija who is the flower of today. We have also Aneka Bongo, the coordinator of Manyara, and now there. Again, we have this beautiful flower here. Do you know her name? Leah. She has ideas about money. She don't have money. She's the treasurer of Arusha chapter, TELTA, but she has a lot of ideas to tell us how to get those money. She is also a teacher, a secondary teacher, a trainer, and also attended in different parts. Mwanaidi, do you know these beautiful ladies?
Yes, this one is on the right is Elizabeth Magomelo from Buteko Secondary School, TELTA treasurer and access teacher, and a lead
How about
teacher mentor
Farida?
in. Yes,
How about
Farida is
Farida?
Farida is a ELT. Farida is a treasurer in Mwanza. Farida is a global advocate for schools. Farida is an advocate for change. Wow.
Right.
We have
And
another
again,
here who is Veronica. I call her my mom, not because she gave birth to me, but because she inspires me a lot in her resilience skills. Did you know Vera was among the victim of gender violence, but she
Thank you,
has a resilience skills.
Mwana. We have flowers. Have you seen them? We have Naitwe and we have Jacqueline. And both are reside in Arusha. They participated in our 5th annual conference. And again, we have code 254. Do you know her? Yay! Great to know. Irene Msau, a teacher of English in Kenya, also a member of ELPAC, as well as our great friend. We have her here today. Please send flowers to Irene Msau. Again, we have the lady who is called Jasmina, as well as this one is called Sarah. Mwanaidi, can you tell us a little bit about Jasmina?
Yasmina is a beautiful girl, intelligent, humble, and open-minded. Yasmina from country in the king of Northern Africa with the Middle East days on the time of Pharaoh.
There you are.
Yasmina from Cairo, Egypt.
And then we have Luciana. And can you tell us a little bit about Luciana, members of the floor, please, not us, and then we'll read later.
Alumni of Aga Khan University.
Yes.
Teacher trainer.
Yeah.
English
Again,
language teacher.
we have the blooming flower. Mwanaidi, we have the blooming flower. The one with the black jacket is called Daika from Ruvuma. The other one is called Irene Koda from Arusha. These are the ELT and the upcoming flowers that we are proud to have them in the system now. Kudos to Irene Maganga. Again, we have John from Tabora and Mary. These are the ELT members, African ELTA members, TELTA members, as well as they were with us in the conference in Arusha. We love them and we wish them success. Again, one and only MC in the ELTA, who is Hawa an English language teacher, a coordinator of Pwani, a new mama in town, and she has recently won the African ELTA Female Leadership and Mentorship Program. Again, we have another face called Hadija Ali from Arusha. We were with her in Zanzibar, and she has also won a program of Africa ELTA Female Leadership Mentoring Program. We are so proud of them, and they are blooming, and kindly send flowers to them. Here we have 2 flowers, one from Morogoro and the other one from Arusha. Please meet Umi with Ushungi and Upendo. They are ELT teachers, presenters. We are very proud of them, and they are
very proud.
Our active leaders. Please send flowers to them. Here we are having the one and only Safina
all the way.
The leader of that chapter, as well as EL teacher. She is very passionate in what she's doing, and she's very confident in whatsoever she touches. Again, shout out to our mentor here, Christelle, all the way from Cameroon. And we are actually the former Egyptian. She is the member of different teaching association. She teaches English and French, and she's actually my mentor in the former intake of the Africa ELT. Do you know this person? Yes, this is Celestine, the FTA alum from Massachusetts University, a very well-dedicated teacher. And this one is Madam Shayo. If you are here, please shout out to her. She is from Iringa, and we are very proud of her. Here we are, likely to the end of the show. The former Egyptian, As you know them, please list their name. We are just here to honor your time, to encourage you, to empower you, and to tell you that, yes, you can. It is not yet time. You still have time. You are capable of. And if you have any challenge, please meet us online, and we would love to get in touch with you, share our different tales, our outcomings, our shortcomings, and at the end of the day, be a success. Thank you very, very much.
Wow. Thank you, Tina. Thank you so much. I will leave you with one quote or a saying. If you want to give up, please remember those flight tickets. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Flowers, and thank you so much for those who participated. It has been like a challenge, telling Mwana, do you see the slide? Do you see the screen? Because that is how the picture kucha goes. And we wish we could have adapted this and learn them more about this one. Please shout out to Kesia. I know, Kesia, we have tried our best. You have heard me, Mwana, see the screen, the other flower. So that is how, and I hope you have been actively engaged and see what is the next flower. Thank you again, Mwanaidi, and please back to our beautiful moderator.
The one and only. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for pecha kucharing, by the way. That was so fast, and you did your best, actually. Those were so many people with very few slides. So thank you so much. So guys, if you have questions, we still take questions before we go to the last session. We still have time for questions. If you have any question, I know they talked about ladies, they talked about female, but you can ask any question. It's all about mentoring and stories. So yeah, you can ask for your partners, you can ask for your sisters, you can ask for your colleagues. I believe we all have someone who wants to get somewhere somehow. Questions, guys?
Am I allowed to say something?
Yes.
Oh, thank you very much. During the Arusha conference, I missed all the Pechakucha sessions, but for this, woohoo, I've mastered the Pechakucha. Thank you, Tina, and then.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you, Fortunata. So I guess Tina and Mwanaidi, you can read the chat box. There are so many messages for you. I don't see questions. Do you have questions?
No questions so far on my part.
Well, one thing to note, if you all have heard, when they were presenting, they keep mentioning Irene and the other Irene. So if you have the name.
The session was on fire, though it was ladies oriented.
Yeah.
We have a try, ladies.
We will celebrate the boy child next time.
Wonderful. Wow, our dear Amira is here. Please, can you allow her to say something?
Amira, I'm so allowed to say something. I can't say no. You are my boss somewhere.
Our lovely mentor.
Yeah, I'm just enjoying listening to you, ladies. Great job. Thank you very much for this event.
Thank you for joining all the way from Egypt. Okay. If we do not have any questions, our last session is Agustina and Kezia. I will not introduce them again. We all know them by now. Oh, someone is asking. We have one question and then we'll go to you. So if you can start sharing your screen. Where have you extracted these wonderful techniques of exploring female leaders? Tina and Mwana?
Where have you extracted these? Oh, very simple. I made some of these beautiful flowers in a program run by Africa ELTA called Africa ELTA Female Leadership Mentoring Program, run by Amira Salama, our very own. So in this program, where different female teachers across Africa meet under one roof, where we learned a lot about conference proposal, presentations, writings, and many things. Among others is networking. So thanks to that platform, we got a chance to network and to work together as female teachers. Thank you.
So someone
Tina?
is also asking, why didn't I see Mwana in the stories of female leaders? Actually, Mwana and Tina are great leaders. They are volunteering a lot, but because they were presenting, they couldn't talk about themselves. So hopefully next time, someone will talk about them. But we all know that they are doing a great job, both in UK and small.
Thank you so much.
So we have our last presentation by Agustina and Kezia. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Irene, for such clarification. And this is our last presentation for today. You have just seen the word Jamal Maringo.
They are the bits of the same feeder.
But due to unavoidable circumstances, he is not here, and we wish him well. And I will be presenting with our very own Kezia Kiwia. I hope, Madam Kezia, you are with me right now. Again, to dive deeper with our first presentation on how to go global, again, about volunteerism. And again, we give flowers to ourselves, but again, we included also men because we are the team. The issue is not just about female, but we are working as a team, and yet to celebrate is such a unique thing that has to be done. And with all those successful issues in our different PAs, you have been listing, maybe you are from TELTA, ELPAC, or Africa ELTA, or you are from Cameroon and whatsoever across the African continent. We appreciate your participation here. And again, we would love to welcome you to this Managing Association membership because you are belonging to a certain association depending on your country. And in this presentation, we are going to see the tools and techniques for success. Please, again, I would love you to write in our chat box in which TA are you belonging to? And we are so very proud to have you here. We have a few agendas, but very intensive. Again, I have to say about presenters, Agustina, as well as Kezia Kiwia. And again, I would love you to write something in our chat box in which affiliate are you belonging, TELTA or Africa ELTA or ELPAC or whatsoever across Africa. And for both international, we have Africa ELTA as well as TESOL. At this point, we are going to have 3 issues. I have done with the introduction. And again, I will call Madam Kezia Kiwia to let us know the vision and mission of our home country. And again, I know you write in our chat box from which TA are you. And again, we will go to the ways to success and we will end up with wonders. Madam Kezia Kiwia, please come and tell us the vision and mission of our TA.
Hello, everyone. I hope we have enjoyed the presentation, and now I wish to present to you the mission and vision of our association, TELTA. But before that, I wish to encourage every, and I know that every teacher association have their own vision and mission. So to us as TELTA, our vision is to foster the instruction, acquisition, and application of the English language within our educational institution. So that is our mission and our vision. And our mission is to empower educators and students in English language instruction, fostering excellence in teaching, learning, and practical application within our schools. So as leaders, if you know, or if you understand much about vision and mission, you will not go a different direction with that. You'll go with that direction to help the association grow and groom. So if the association grow in such particular vision and mission, it is likely to be known all over. And we believe that TELTA is now growing and known all over the world because we stand with our mission and vision to make things happen. So back to you, Tina.
Thank you so much, Madam Kezia, for the vision and mission. And please share our vision, share your TA vision and mission in our chat box. We would love to learn more about you. Again. Yes. To understand you in this presentation, we are going to share with you tools and techniques for success. And again, you are our audience today, and you are belonging to different TAs. So we value and appreciate your presence here. And again, you are our target audience, of which means that we understand your needs. We conduct different need analysis and we cope from them. And we deliver what is actually going to be helpful for you in your teaching or your daily issues in the TA that you're belonging to. So if you are a leader, if you are a member of any TA, you have to understand your audience, the way I've said, and to have a clear picture of your ideal member. Who are your members? Where are they? Why do they want to join your association? What do they expect to gain after joining your association? So it's not just any audience that you have to recruit in your TA, but you have to know them, who are they? And likely to all other questions, for you to have the effective membership acquisition, because since you are our audience, we are belonging to a certain TAs, example, TELTA or ELPAC or Africa ELTA. And then we have our own vision. Again, we have to know you so that we can have effective member acquisition for effective membership and other issues that are supposed to be done in our different TAs. Again, you have to have the purpose. Your purpose should be clear so that it can go direct to the members to attract them to be among the people that you need in your association. The purpose of any association should be very clear to attract members. For a professional association, the benefits are usually more and very straightforward. The way Madam Kezia has shared with us, is likely to be able to understand clearly the purpose, which should be clear and also should attract new members. With these key issues, I would love to go to another slide, of which I will welcome Madam Kezia to say something about it.
Okay, thank you so much. As you have said that the association should know the purpose, should have the clear definition of the purpose and how to attractive members. So one of the techniques that we attractive members is to create an online presence. What kind of an online presence that we created? First, you need to have the website. Like ours is www.telta.ac.tz, whereby First of all, it is a website that is legally known in Tanzania by laws of having social medias in Tanzania, where the domain is ended by TZ, which means it belongs to Tanzanians. So that is one. Two, having an active social media channels whereby your Facebook accounts, your Instagram, YouTube, and maybe Twitter, now known as X, is active, giving back information, giving back the ideas of them being active. When the members interact much with your social media is one of the key techniques to succeed in your social in your teacher association as member, because sometimes members are not found in your localities. They are far, they are very far. The best way for you to communicate is by using the social media, the WhatsApp group. So this is one of the best technique to use to your members to be active and proactive in any information. Yes, Tina?
Thank you, Madam Kezia. And again, I would love you to speak about this.
Yes. So the other thing is building not only having those social medias, but also you need to have strong information. For example, you have to offer your members to have membership numbers or some sort of registration where, as leaders, you know the number of your members, how to communicate with them. That means contact, and the list of emails where it is easy for them to send information to them. It is bad when you ask your member again and again, what is your contact? That means you are not serious. But also a free and easy, effective technique in approaching them. That is why we found that WhatsApp groups are very free and easy way, or registering them to be members and giving them numbers. It is very easy for us as leaders to know the number of members, where are they, which region we have a lot of members and which one we don't have. So this is for analysis and planning. It is easy for planning for future, to know where now in each year where should our focus will be. That's very good and very mindful. But also creating needful content. You have to do the needs analysis from the leaders and create some articles and papers where the content are so needful, and also posts in different social medias so that to attract them. That is why we normally teach them on how, most of our members, on how to use Canva to create flyers, to create different presentation, so that those kind of things that we are posting in our social medias and the local social medias could be needful and attract the members. But also photos and photo galleries, where when we do some workshops and training, those one which are in person and the online one, we have a bunch of photograph gallery where you post maybe on your website to inform others that we are doing such a thing, this and this and this has been done somewhere. And when people want to join you, to join the association as members, they can go to the website and learn more about the association, not asking people. But if they learn by their own through your website, your social media, it is easy for them to understand who you are and what you are doing. But also the content through webinars, our free online website, or ebooks, where as educators we need to write a lot and have our own small ebooks that we can post in our website. and interviews will attract new members to join the association. So as the leaders of Teachers Association, I encouraging you, all of you, to be very active on this. Yes, it is true that it costs a lot of time, but since we learn about the spirit of volunteerism, please, I call upon all of you to be creative and push those needful content to your members so that they can be encouraged and become your members. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Kezia. And this led me to go to this one, building relationships and as well as seeking inputs. It is very important to have positive relationship because relationships matters a lot. And we as leaders, our members of the TA, we have to create strong bonds between the association and the people we serve. And this will be the best way to build positive interaction and as well as encourage each and every one of us. And at this point of building our relationship, we advise you to meet one-on-one, and if it is very possible, to meet also online. This will make the members to be able to stay strongly and well connected with the issues that will be going on in the TA. At this point, you have to access to resources and support, of which by creating sign-ups bonus or providing internet bundles or having professional development trainings, and at the end of the day, providing certificates will keep the members active and knowing that we are valuing them. We appreciate what they are doing, and at the same time, ready to mold them to cascade the knowledge. And by doing so, they will be feeling that they are part of each and every activity that is taking place in their TA. So this will be the best way to take us to another slide that creating signups and bonus, though I have already said, but again, offering free trials. For example, right now, TELTA, you can join. Madam Kezia has given out the website for the TELTA. Please click on that website if you're not the member of TELTA by registration, and be the active member of TELTA, as well as please, Madam Kezia, help me with the websites of African ELTA so that they can also click, see what is on the website, and very important to get registered as the member of the African ELTA. Again, I repeat, it is offered freely. Maybe perhaps we have a vision of paying for the membership in the coming years. But for now, you can join and be the active member of TELTA freely and African ELTA freely. So as a leader, insist on the membership number, membership joining, following the website and other social media which are there to boost our presence both online and on physical one-to-one. Again, it is very important to host events. For example, currently we have done with TELTA 5th annual conference in Arusha, of which we bring members together. By conducting free events, most of the events should be there to serve the needs of the members, and members to adapt those needs and use them in their own context and contents. So by hosting different events, we're going to bring members together. So I'm calling upon leaders to look upon this one. You are from different chapters, different courts. Hosting events will bring the members on the board and make the association more active and active. Again, testing and validating. At this point of testing and validating, each time we use a new technique, if it fails, we test the other one. That is how we do things in our TA. It's not that you have used this technique, has failed, and then you give up. No, it's the matter of testing this one. If it works better, you keep on moving and adjusting to it, advancing to it until it's more successful to each and everyone. And if a certain technique doesn't work, you don't have to quit. You have to test the other one for effective or if positive impacts to any TA that you are belonging. At this point, when you're testing your issues, your techniques, your skills, your adverts, you have to also have transparency and communicate better with what you have. For example, using data to drive decisions. We have said about conducting need analysis, recruit new members, and so forth, so on. What if, for example, a certain technique has failed? You have to use data to drive that decision, to be able to say positively that this, yes, has not worked the way I want regarding this data, and therefore I have to work on this matter in this way. So that will give you a collection of different scenarios that will be used with other people who will be joining your association or might be interested to be the leaders in the association, or which might be interested to start other TAs or which are helpful to their community. Again, making signups which are easy and painless. This also will make the TA more active, having many members as well as being active. By saying so, I would love to welcome your wonders and comments or questions regarding what you have heard from others. Any takeaway you have taken, whether it has failed or you're going to work on it and make it a successful one, we'd love to hear from you, and please welcome.
Thank you, Tina and Kezia, for the presentation. So if you have questions, wonders, recommendations, now it's time. Okay, this will go to Kezia, you're here, and
Yes,
Fatma. Can the online webinar on proposal writing, research writing, and the art of presentation be convened to help some of us?
I beg your pardon?
Can an online webinar on proposal writing, research writing, and the art of presentation be convened to help some of us?
Yes.
So the person is asking for an online webinar on proposal writing, research writing, and presentation skills.
Yes, we did it before, and we are expecting to do it again and again. So be very attentive with our social media accounts. We are going to announce it very soon, because we get to attention that people still struggling with all of that.
Okay.
And while we are waiting for the questions, Madam Moderator, Kezia has shared the website for Africa ELTA as well as TELTA. Please, if you're not a registered member, please do so. Yes, Madam Moderator?
Yeah, if they are not members, they should register. Membership is free for both Africa ELTA and TELTA.
Yeah, I have seen Madam Kezia shared the website for the form for the membership for the TELTA. Please, you are free to click and fill the membership form.
I don't see questions. I only see some comments. So this is also for Kezia. Is TELTA membership open to other nationalities?
No.
TELTA.
Not open, but we I think we are affiliates, so we work together with you, but you are not a member.
Thank you.
Maybe if we can ask maybe Margot from Kenya to tell us, to share experience on how they manage their membership, so you can add on ours.
Namesake Irene.
Okay, good afternoon. We have the open membership where we share most of the things, but we still have, again, a registration for members who we give the opportunities that come, like international, like the courses and all that. That one we charge 2,200, which is annually for membership. But we still do most of the things with the other people who have not joined yet as the registered members. And we give e-cards for also the members who have paid.
Can you share your website if you have a membership form for them to join, if for one which is free?
All right, yeah. For ELTA is free. Kenyans can join for ELTA. And those in Tanzania, we have Fontinina, who is the ambassador for Tanzania. You can liaise with her, and I'm sure she'll add you to the group. It's free of charge for those sessions. Thank you.
Okay, Mahona.
Okay, thank you so much for giving me the floor. I just would like to give some recommendation. First, I congratulate all the presenters of today. I would like to encourage members and leaders, because I know that some of us are teachers and some of us are educators and would like to start or to do further studies. I would like and ask the leaders to integrate research and to make it as a cause, because I see many of members are struggling with writing their proposals. So if we make research as a cause, I think we will make it. Many people understand, they will participate, they will be submitting many proposals. We need to integrate research in our association.
Thank you so much, Pascal. The president, the TELTA president is here, as well as the general secretary. I hope they've heard you and they will put that into consideration.
Okay, thank you so much. We are ready to,
Irene, we have Kazim from Nigeria want to share something.
Okay.
Kazim, welcome. We have your comment here. What about those in Nigeria? Like, you want to share something, your experience from Nigeria?
And while we are waiting for him, we have Magoti.
Okay.
Maybe if she wants to share something with us.
All right. Good morning. All right. Thank you very much. I just wanted to know how we can join or be a part of the membership. Hello?
Hello?
I wanted to know how one can be a membership from Nigeria.
Yes, Kezia.
Hey. Recently, for TELTA, we only have a membership for Tanzanians, but I think this is a call that we should take into consideration to spread wings for other countries. So I'm taking it, and we shall announce it if we have any information.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Awa?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Thank you so much, presenters, for a very nice and wonderful presentations. Of course, it is very hard for someone to spend almost 3 to 4 hours in a Zoom meeting, but you guys managed to capture our attentions. It was very nice from the start up to the end. I really appreciate for what you have done. Thank you so much, Madam Moderator. I've learned a lot through this, and I believe that one day I wish also to participate in a panel discussion as of this. I would love to advise the one from Nigeria, if they don't have the organization that deals with the English teachers in their country, they can start joining African ELTA. And I know that Kesia will also work on it as she has promised. All, in building a successful organization, with all the leaders needs to work collaboratively. A good example is in TELTA, Tanzania, whereby we see the good bond between the leaders. So if leaders have got the shared bond and they work collaboratively, it is very obvious that there will be a lot of great success and bring a lot of results. So this is a takeaway for the other, organization, maybe Kenya and Uganda. I'm not that much. I don't have a lot of knowledge about the organizations, but in order to have a successful TELTA can be one of the examples. And we also encourage others also to join TELTA and their home organizations so as to learn a lot. Where they say that together we can. So if you go alone, you might not go that much far, but if you join others, probably you'll go far. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hawa. And Nigerians have an association, of course. Yes, Irene?
I hope it's me.
Hello. Yes, it's you.
Yeah, I just want
Hello.
to mention about Nigeria, the one looking for an association. ELTA has members from 70 countries. So we have also Nigeria. So any member who wants to join ELTA from their country can reach out to me. I've shared the link for my email. You can send an email and I'll connect you with the ambassador for whatever country you want to join from. Thank you.
Great.
Hello.
Yes.
Great.
Yes, Evgenia. Oh.
Hello.
Yes, Immaculate.
Thank you, TELTA. The sessions are very interesting, and I'm really excited about it. So this one is beyond the organization bit. So I'm just making a request, or rather I'm asking. I have an open call for exchange program that is from 1st to 12th of October, whereby I teach in a high school in Mombasa, and I would like to have my students meeting other people from all over the world. So I've put out a call. I'm not sure whether some of us have seen. So there is a call inviting teachers to partner with me to offer this exchange program to our students, a virtual exchange program. So they get to share on their cultural bits about their school, and then we're going to have some short quizzes in English. Yeah, so if you're interested in this, you can just send me an email. I will place it in the chat, then we can go on talking from there. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Immaculate. So those interested to partner with her all the way from Mombasa, kindly communicate with her, contact her. Any other person? Let me see.
We have Christelle here. Maybe she wants to say something concerning her mentee, Tina. Christelle, we're welcome.
Hello, you're taking me by surprise.
Yeah,
I don't know what to say. Augustina is just the best. I lack words to describe her. She's active. She's always a sweetheart, so kind. And I really enjoy being her mentor. She didn't give me too much work to do. She was working on her own. So I don't know whether I was a mentor. I don't know whether I was actually mentoring her, but she's really an amazing lady. And I'm proud to have met her.
We are proud to have
Thank you, my very special mentor. Thank you very much.
And
So
we are
well
sure
behaved.
that other people.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you everyone for joining us for these 4 hours. I know you have left a lot of work to join us. We thank you so much for staying with us. Thank you. And when we call you again, please join us. We are here. We are always here to learn and to share with one another. I have seen my president somewhere. Yes, Evgenia, do you want to speak? Kindly stop sharing.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I would like to thank you, ladies, for the nice presentation. For sure, they were good. And secondly, I would like to advise these things make more competitions, create competitive spirit in us. So what if you continue on presenting more and more topics so that others can learn on how to present, how to prepare the present, of course. So that was my advice. Of course, it is a request, but to the others, it's better to welcome more teachers in this conversation because they help them to grow, not only professionally, but also socially and emotionally as well. Thank you so much, Irene.
Thank you, Evgenia. And I said earlier, thank you all for joining. We have people from Kenya, Uganda, Nigeria. I saw Guinea-Bissau somewhere, Egypt. So thank you all for being here. I would like to welcome the TELTA president. He's here around. Sir, welcome. Mr. Ayub.
Hello.
Ayub. Yes. Hello.
Let me do my best and stay far away from Martin here.
The twins.
First, I would like to congratulate everyone for the great session and great presentation. And I would like also to congratulate the participants for taking your time and attending to this training. I understand that it wasn't an easy task, but you all made it up. Congratulations for taking your time and your morning on this weekend and attending this training is something that we need to appreciate. Someone was telling me that in our session today, we had the international delegates. So to all the international delegates, I would like to congratulate you and to appreciate your coming. I don't know what time is in Nigeria or the western and the southern part of or out of the Africa, but for here right now it's noon. About to get the lunch. It's the lunch time in here. So we really appreciate and thank you very much. We had a great presentation today, and from the sessions, from the presentations, one thing you can notice is that in leading the teacher association, one person cannot do it all. It's not a one person to accomplish everything. You cannot be the only person with a lot of experience who teach well your students and perform very high, while the neighbor school, they are not. That one will not be an achievement. An achievement is when you support your fellow teachers, you support your students, your fellow teachers in your school and outside the school to create the school that is improving the academic achievement, but also making sure that our students are getting the skills that are required. Before we start focusing on their grades, whether they are scoring A and how many A's, we should also note that it's important for them to get the skills. We are teaching English language, and therefore we want them to be fluent in speaking English language. But not only that, we are teaching them how they can search for the information, how they can search for more readings that they are doing, speaking English fluently. This will support them even their other achievement. It will open door for their life. It will open door for their future plans. You never know. Your students will be studying abroad, just like most of us. They'll get that chance through you. So we are there with the key, and we have to unlock the potentials. So I really appreciate our presenters today. You have done a great job. I was here from the first lesson. I couldn't say I want to go to the washroom because every time there'll be a session, very integrated. I don't know who is the main presenter now supporting. You are all here all the time. I'm sure you all appreciate that. Congratulations and asante sana. Thank you. I am positive that this is not the beginning, but the continuation, and more sessions like this will come. Thank you very much, and be blessed.
Satalana. Thank you so much, Mr. President. Once again, thank you all for joining us. Thank you, our presenters, Agustina Mwanaidi, Farida, Kezia, and Jamal was also supposed to be part of this. Thank you guys for taking your time and presenting to us today. Thank you so much, guys. You can just turn on your camera. At least I'll get to see some faces. I'm only seeing one person. Yeah. And those who are taking screenshots, now it's the time, Kezia, to do that.
Hello. Help me with the screenshot.
I can't do it from here.
Oh. Agustina.
Thank you, guys.
Hello.
It's not your faces. At least I'm seeing people now. I've been seeing slides all the way. Yes, Olivia.
Yes. Good morning. I'm grateful.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good
Welcome.
afternoon. Okay, I'm grateful. I'm enjoying this session. And I also thankful to all TELTA members for participating in this session. You all, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Lunch is ready.
Thank
It's
you.
welcome.
Thank you, presenters.
Yeah.
People are eating, eh?
The lunch is ready. You're warmly welcome.